Hello? Where? What? What? Hello? Where did I go? Chat. Where am I? Wait. What happened? Why does this always happen? Like, is there a day where there's no technology issues? Hello? Please, I just woke up. Please, mercy. Wait. Hold on, chat. What? Where did I go? I just saw myself like a minute ago. What? NIJISANJI. Oh my god. There's always something. I swear there's always something wrong. Is this just like... Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Hello? Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, let me go behind the desk. What? Chat! I'm tired! How is this not working? Wait. Oh! Okay. There we go. My gosh, yeah, my comedy act before the stream. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Hi guys, thanks for the... I don't know why I'm saying thank you. Thanks for coming. My nose is so stuffy. Can you guys hear a difference? My nose is really stuffy. I woke up literally at like... I woke up like at 9:30, which is half an hour before the stream starts. And I was really, really sleepy. Like I woke up and I was like, wow. I'm never late. So that's why like my voice is a little like groggy and low and like a man. Oh, I sound exactly the same? Okay, well, maybe... Did you brush your teeth? Of course I brush my teeth! What do you think I am? My gosh. The first thing I do when I wake up is brush my teeth. And pee, you know? And then... I have water here. Oh my goodness. It's been... a pretty... hectic 2 months before November started. Let's all agree. People were sick. People were in trouble. People were trying to live. Yeah, it has. And I finally feel like since November hit, and please, whatever this entity that's following me or whatever, please don't jinx it. It's calmer, you know? It's been a calmer November. How are you guys? I'm genuinely asking you how you guys, you know, like when we do ZATSUDANs or just chattings, I don't usually ask you guys how you are. There's too many of you. Depressed, sick, alive, almost died, not bad, depressed. It's okay. I'm in a meeting right now. Okay. So, I mean, we're on the same page. I mean, am I still depressed? Yes. Am I sick? No, but I think I'm sick in the head, so I feel like that counts. So, I feel you. I feel y'all. Everybody. Yeah, let's hang in there. This terrible year is almost over, okay, guys? We just gotta go through November, and then we'll have to go through December, and then we can pretend that we start a new year, a new day, a new us, okay? Let's just hang in there a little longer. Yeah. Yo, and I saw Callie talking about her wanting to collab with you and Reimu. I know, me too. I'm a big simp, you know? I'm a big simp. Reimu sent me a clip and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be so awkward. Not gonna lie. I have like this one concern though, which is this wonderful lady, Miss Calliope. Like, does she ever sleep? Because, oh my god, this girl be like pumping out. Like, she's just pumping out stuff, like, every day. Just, like, every day there's something. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. You're cracked, but are you okay? So I have, like, yeah, she works really, really hard. I don't think I've, like, really seen a lot of people, like, work as hard as her. So there's a part of me that's like, I need to know you don't need to go to the hospital or something. I know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. I'm not gonna say anything because I'm too shy to, like, you know. You guys know me. I'm, like, already too shy to ask my own colleagues to, like, collab and I'm not an initiator. Let's just put it out there. I should really change that habit. I shouldn't be like, oh my god, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for things to happen to me. But yeah, that is me, you know? There's like people in the world who initiate, and there's people in the world who are bystanders, and I am the bystander. But actually, be proactive. Yeah, actually, like, I feel like, you know, I say that, but I'm pretty proactive. No? I mean, sometimes when I have this, sometimes I kind of like really try, you know? Get over it. Oh, you know what that comment reminds me of? Getting get over it. It's like when you're depressed and your besties go like, well, you know, just cheer up, you know? And I'm just like, okay. I saw this Daniel Thrasher's script or skit where it like he was like kind of like acting out the same scenario. Like the friend in that skit would be like, just cheer up, and the guy just went like crazy. I laughed so hard. You know, I don't really usually laugh hard to like skits and stuff, but like, you know, when I do, it's because I think it's really relatable, and you know, it just, the person is probably just really good at like acting and stuff. I know. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's just like, you know, oh, you have social anxiety and, you know, probably some sort of like thing holding you back with, you know, getting to know people. Yeah, just get over it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, social anxiety doesn't exist. It's all in my head. Yeah, if I don't let it control me, I can totally control it, you know? Yeah. Stop being so sensitive. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm such a big pussy. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna stop being a pussy now. I'm gonna take away my pussy. No more pussies. Just gonna grow some balls and a big, huge dick. Yeah. Oh shit, are we over the 10-minute mark? Oh yes, we are. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so lately I've been touching a lot of grass, believe it or not. Well, you know, I've been on Twitter saying that I've been touching grass. So because I've been really forcing myself to touch grass, not gonna lie. Like, there are days where I literally do not want to go out, and I'm like, okay, I will go out. There's like another part of me that's like, there's like two parts of me lately. And yes, we are very aware that we exist. So don't go making like, oh my god, are you dissociating? No. Okay, so sometimes most of the time when I wake up and I don't want to go out or anything. See, like in the morning my voice just dies. Hold on, sorry. Usually I'll just like stream or like work on offline work. Lately, I've just been like, get the fuck up and go outside. It's sunny. Like, let's go. It's really, really hard, but it has greatly improved my mental well-being. What have I been doing? So yesterday I actually went to like a nice, I don't even know what it's called. I want to say studio, but it's not really a studio. I went to a place where they just had like piano, drums, and some other instruments. Yeah! I was just like, playing around. Just being stupid. And it was a lot of fun. Trombone? No, unfortunately they didn't have a trombone. A music room? Yeah, you could call it a music room. It was really like dirty, not gonna lie. And also like there were like some very suspicious things. But, overall, like, they had like this kitchen area for like, for if you needed water and stuff. And on the kitchen area, it was like, it said, there was this big sign that said, please wash your mugs if you use them. And there's just like a sink full of like used nasty mugs. And there were a few that weren't used that were on top. And in one of them, there's like this huge mosquito. It was the funniest shit ever. Is that where the voice piece came from? Yeah! It was so funny. It was also so nasty too. But yeah, it was a little like... That's why I'm like, I don't think it's like... I don't think it's like a studio. But, it's fine. It was a really fun time. You're getting back into piano? Oh, my drums debut? Yes. You guys want to hear drums debut? I've never gotten to play... I think I've told you guys this story, but like I wanted to play the drums in middle school when band class was available. And like I auditioned for it and stuff like that, and my sexist band teacher would not let me because he was like, oh yes, the drums are to be played by a male species. And I was just like, what? Then why did you let me audition? What's the point of the audition? But yeah, when I saw the drums, I was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to play the drums. So like I played it and it was so much fun. I really like it. I'm really bad, obviously, but like I feel like I'm a little better than like my middle school drummer classmate, just cause like at the very least I can keep like a 1/4 beat, that which is like the standard, like like even the guy who played the triangle at the back of the class had a better rhythm than him. So anyways, I always talk about the same thing because I just hold on to like my misery. Yeah. Glad you can follow your dreams. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been hanging out with a lot of friends. I know, I have friends. Oh my god. And I actually have like 2 really good friends coming over today, so I have to clean up my home. But, when I was like really, really depressed last 2 months, I didn't really say this on stream because I wanted you guys to think I was like consistently, like how do I word this? I wanted you guys not to know like I was that bad, But when I was like really upset about a lot of things, I stopped cleaning. Oh my god, that's really bad. You guys know I love being hygienic, I mean, I still kept certain things clean, like my desk and my room. But like out there, I didn't put away the dishes. I like didn't vacuum. I had like laundry done and it was everything it was dry and stuff, but I would just like throw it on the couch. And like this couch would become like a monster entity in my house. Like, it would just hold my laundry hostage and I couldn't do anything about it basically. And it's like a huge pile. Like I would say like at least 3 laundry piles. Like 3 laundry piles of like clean clothes, but I just did not fold it and I didn't put it away. So you didn't walk inside with shoes? No, that's not really like a hygiene thing. That's just like, like that's in my blood. Like I can't really. I don't ever think about going into like a home with my shoes on. That's just not something that will ever happen. Like even if you went into another universe or parallel universe, and I had a different personality, as long as I'm like, still Asian, I would just take off my shoes. That's not really like. I wouldn't say that's like a hygiene thing. I think it's more like it's just like it's like a religion, So it's just something that you do every day. But yeah, like I didn't clean a lot, and my house was really dirty. My roommate's not here. She's on vacation for. She's on vacation for a long time. So yeah. So like when my friends came over, I like finally, there's like that strand of responsibility in the back of my head. And as long as I know somebody that doesn't live with me is going to be coming over, I will clean. I don't care if I have like chronic depression, or if I'm like half alive, or like I'm, or I just got hit by a truck and both my legs don't work or something. I will clean. Okay, like if I know people are coming over, I will clean. That is the only time where I will slap myself out of whatever funk I'm in and like clean. And once I cleaned and they came over and they left, like the home felt a lot better. Like cleaning, they always say that like cleaning up after yourselves is sort of like a mental declutter sort of thing, and I really do agree. Like you don't really realize it until you do it. It's really hard though, because sometimes if you just don't feel like it, then you're not gonna do it. But then once you actually do it, it feels very good. Like I think my mental health improved by like, I don't know, 50% or something. It was a very good feeling. So yeah, if you guys are having a tough time, should clean your rooms and then maybe take a picture of it so I can judge if it's still clean or not. Yeah, it is. So I'm trying to like get back into cleaning, because that is what I usually do. But yeah, it's been like a little better, so it's good. And again, my friends are coming over today. I know, it's so weird to say that my friends, like besides Millie and Ethyria, my friends are coming over. Like my in real life friends, Because that really means I'm desperate. Like I need to be around healthy people, Room review when? Oh yeah, we should do a room review. I'd love to do that. I just need to like plan a lot of things. I want to do a lot of things, and we will do them. It's just gonna take some time, so. What are they like? Well, number one, whatever they're like, they're not gonna like you back. Just kidding. So don't ask. They're just wonderful, sweet friends. They're just, like friends. Like, what do I say? They're super mean. Oh, one of them is like really beautiful. I say one of them because like the other one, is a dude. So, I don't think that he's like really pretty, but But I have like a very pretty lady coming over. She's like gorgeous, really cute. So like I really have to clean up my home. Just make sure that like they know that I'm like not messed up. I know. I'm having a cute girl over. I'm so excited. Are they both single? I think so. I'm not sure. I have to ask though. I haven't like talked to them in a while, so We need to like catch up on a lot of things. I haven't talked to them in a while. But boys in a girl's room? Guys, my room is like... You might think that my room looks really girly, but there's actually nothing here. It's just a bed, a closet, and a few tissues from me wiping my tears every night. And that's about it. Yeah. But usually though, I don't really... I'm one of those people. Usually I don't really let people into my room, you know? Unless like we're streaming or something. Like, I think like that's the only time. But like usually I don't let people in the... Because also there's nothing here besides like the PC, unless maybe if we're gonna play a game or something. But like most of the time when my friends come over and you know we're just hanging out, we just hang out in the living room and we just talk and we just eat, and then they go home before they have to take a shit so that I don't have to clean up after their poo poo doo doos, you know? Yeah. Not even merch? Well, I do have a bit. I have a lot of merch from like things that I got from Otaku-san. I just don't really know where to put it, so I just have like this nice box that I put all my merch in. When people ask what you do for work, what do you usually tell them? I just tell them that, like, I am an entertainer. Which, honestly, the first thing that people think about is OnlyFans. Which is, you know, I mean, I understand, but that's not really what I do. Speaking of OnlyFans, I heard that Markiplier is going to be opening one up. It was, like, trending on #1 on YouTube. And I remember, like, he had like these conditions and I think they haven't been fully met or something, or they have been met, but there has to be like something else that happens or something. But yeah, he's smoking hot, you know. Like, I agree, I think Markiplier is hot too, you know, in a very strange way, you know. He's usually not my type physically, I guess. Like, he's like pretty good looking, not gonna lie. Am I gonna purchase his OnlyFans? No, I don't. You know, if it were free, maybe I'll take a sneak peek. But like, I usually don't pay for like stuff like that. You know, this is not really my thing. I'm not like that curious, you know. Even I find him attractive, and I'm not into guys. I mean, you know, I think if you find someone attractive, it's like universal. Maybe, I'm not sure. What if we pay for you? No, I think like it's just like I don't feel the need to. You know? Yes, we can appreciate beauty. Yeah. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and they were like... They were talking about their other friends who I don't know. He was like, my best friend is ugly. And I was just like, that's really mean. Like, I mean, that was the first thing that he said, mentioning his best friend, and I was just like, that's kind of mean. Like, that's coming from me. I'm pretty mean. So, and then he was like, oh yeah, and my other friend is really stupid. And I was just like, low-key in my head, like, okay, so when you talk about me to your friends, what is it gonna be? Like, oh my god, Enna is so ugly and stupid. Like, I was just like, bruh. And he was like, but it's kind of true, but like, you know, I think, like, I like them and they're my besties, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, yeah, if you like them because it makes you feel like you're better than them, sure. I was just very surprised that I wasn't like the meanest person that I knew, you know? Yeah. Red flag. No, I mean like, I guess they were just being kind of like, maybe objective? I'm not sure. But you know, like, whenever I make a friend and I just really like them, they never look like ugly to me, you know? Well, so far. I can't say maybe in the future it might change, but like, yeah, I don't know, something like, something like when you like somebody, like as a friend even, you just think that they're pretty, you know? It's just like a natural thing. So yeah. Oh my gosh, Noir Poet 97, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. I know Supa doesn't mean much, but I hope I can send some positive vibes your way. I know things have been rough, but I hope you remember to keep your chin up. The storm will pass. Might take a while, but things will get better. Sending all my good luck to you. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you very much. That's very sweet. It's already been calmer, you know? And I'm very happy that my grandmother, my terminally ill grandmother, she was actually like watching the karaoke live, so I'm very, very happy about that. I was a little worried that maybe she might have not felt good enough to like watch it, because she's basically bedridden, unfortunately. And you know, she's had like the surgeries that she needed, and it's just come to a point where she's unable to like eat, or she can't even drink water. She can barely speak. So I thought like at the very least, like I could like kind of like in a way, I guess this was kind of selfish of me too, like I just wanted to bring some closure to myself, but also like I wanted her to like know that I was thinking about her, because I was just not able to talk to her. And she actually was watching it live, and after the karaoke stream, first of all, after the karaoke stream, like Djibouti really like blocked that entire karaoke stream from like universally blocked the stream. Like even aliens from Mars can't watch it. So I'm currently trying to dispute it. It might actually just, you know, I might have to just trim out a song, unfortunately, but you know, it will be up eventually. So, but yeah, after the karaoke stream, my dad called me, my father and my stepmother called me, and you know, I think I might have probably mentioned it here or there, but like, I'm not super close with my stepmother, and we've had like some like very tense moments between each other when I was like a couple years back. So, you know, I think she's a lot calmer now about many things. And she's definitely like a little bit more nurturing, like a mother now. So, I feel like during this hard time, I did get to kind of like grow up a bit, because like, you know, I would kind of just always think back like, oh my god, she was like treating me like this, blah 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 blah. And you know, it did suck, and it did happen, but I think I finally kind of like grew out of it in a way. And you know, seeing her call me right after the karaoke and crying and just being so like happy that, you know, because it's my stepmother's mother, so it's technically my step grandmother, but I just call it grandma. Yeah, so seeing that she like watched it as well, and she was crying and saying like, thank you so much for doing this, like I can really tell like she really, really appreciated it. And no, I didn't really expect her to cry so much and be so, you know, emotionally vulnerable with me. So I kind of grew up a little bit recently in terms of like, you know, being a little bit more accepting towards people that, you know, kind of like, it's not really good to hold on to things, you know, when somebody's maybe like wronged you once, or, you know. So yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a character development. Yeah, so my stepmother and dad called me, and they told me that right after the karaoke, my grandmother from the hospital actually called them. First of all, my grandmother is really funny. She thought that I was in Japan. She thought I was actually in Japan, like singing this live for her in Japan, in the home of my father. And so she called thinking that I was there. And, you know, unfortunately, I wasn't there. I'm in Canada. But yeah, like she mustered up the she mustered up the energy that she does not have to like call. And again, like she can't eat, she can't drink water. She's like constantly on medication to keep her, you know, alive and breathing. So she went out of her way to like call and just tell my father and my stepmother in tears that she like watched it live and was very, very like happy. So they relayed that message to me, and yeah, I was really happy. She was very, very happy that she was able to watch it live, and she told me that she told them that she wanted to watch it again, but unfortunately the VOD was blocked, so it'll take some time to like dispute it. But yeah, she was like, my grandmother's a very like strong-willed person. She doesn't really cry, so she's probably going through like a lot if she's being that vulnerable. But you know what? I think it's very like, I think in for anybody, if they were put in that situation, they would cry. Like he's dying, so yeah. Could always rip the audio and send her an MP3. I don't know how to explain to you guys how like bad at technology she is. Like my stepmother had to like go to the hospital to like open the YouTube link for her. That's how bad she is with technology. She just does not understand. So like we sent her the YouTube link, but she was just like, wait, what is this? Like, what do I do with it? Blah blah blah. So like my stepmother had to literally go over like physically to like open it up and be like, okay. Yeah, like she's just, you know, grandparents, you know, some people just don't really know how to use technology, and that's fine. So I think she wouldn't know how to like open the MP3, you know, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, I think the timing of the karaoke was good because like she is really, really sick, and I just have a little bit of a gut feeling it's not gonna be that long now, you know. The doctor said like maybe at best 2 more weeks. That was like a couple days ago, by the way. So yeah, I'll every night I like text my father to ask like, you know, how just for an update. So yeah. But yeah, honestly though, like in a weird way, maybe this sounds a little messed up and a little selfish, but I'm glad I'm glad I didn't get to see her super duper. Like I don't really want to see her super duper sick. I can't imagine it in my head. Like I just don't, like when I think about my grandmother, I think about like, you know, all the times I was with her and she was like really energetic and she wouldn't stop talking, and she would like literally think I was like a full-fledged Japanese or something because she just kept talking to me in Japanese and I just did not understand, but she wouldn't stop, and she'd think I'd understand if she just said it a little bit like more. So yeah, like, you know, even though they described to me how she is now, I just don't have an image in my head. I just think that she's like how she was when I met her. So, you know, and you know, the same case goes for her. She was like, I don't want you to see me like this too. And yeah, I haven't even gotten to hear her voice or anything, but apparently, like, you know, she could barely talk and she's very, very weak. So I don't know, like, I'm also glad, maybe like a little bit glad that I didn't like, you know, hear that side of her. I think it'll be very like, because I kind of do have some other things on my plate too. Like there's other stuff happening for me personally. So I feel like maybe at this time, if I did get to like see or talk to her, it would be a little, like it would kind of add on to it too. I know it sounds a little selfish, but you know, I think I do prefer not to see her like at this date, and she also prefers not to see me too. But you know, I know she's like still, at the very least, like what the karaoke did for me personally was that it's just I wanted her to just know I was thinking about her. Like I didn't want her to think I wasn't, you know. I just wanted her to know, like, you know, even though I don't get to see her too often because we live like on the other side of the world, like she's still my family, you know. Family is just important, you know. She's not, I didn't grow up with her. She's not like bound to me by blood or anything, but I still do think of her as family. And you know, she was, when my dad remarried and everything, she was like very, very open about everything. And you know, like, you guys might think that it's not common, but I feel like it is kind of common to like remarry and have like the family kind of be a little awkward, or like, you know, just they call you by your name. But for her, like, when my dad remarried and I met her for the first time, like, she just called me her grandkid. So I will always like, I really appreciate that about her, you know. And she would go around like she would tour me or in Japan, or she'd take me to places in Japan. And you know, she's very talkative, so whenever she talks to like a store person, she'd be like, "Oh, this is my grandchild. She didn't grow up with me. It's my daughter's husband, child. But you know, she's my grandchild too." Like she would say stuff like that, and I totally remember that. So I really do appreciate that. So I'm very happy she got to watch it live, and yeah, I'm really, really happy. Like, it really takes a lot off my chest too. I know it sounds really selfish, I'm just thinking about myself, but like yes, she's very wonderful. It's just a little like she's very strong-willed. Like, she's been battling cancer, like stage 4 terminal cancer, for 2.5 years, which is incredible. But like, she's very, very like stubborn, like very stubborn. She, like, when she got diagnosed and she was in immense pain and doing chemotherapy and stuff, sorry, my voice is cracking because I'm nervous. She would be like she would eat a shit ton of food even though she wasn't hungry or she didn't feel like it, and she would like throw it back up. But she would keep eating because she knew that like food gave her energy and stuff like that. Like, that's how strong-willed she is. Like, imagine you feeling nauseous and sick and you just don't have an appetite, but you force yourself to eat. She would eat so much. It was kind of scary, and we were like low-key concerned. But you know, she's just very strong-willed. So yeah, actually though, she is a definition of a Giga Chad. I'm not even joking. It's very, very, like, I was scared knowing that. And even the doctors were like, "Oh, probably just a year at best," but she like got to like 2.5 years, and I'm like, I don't even think I could be half as strong as her. So oh yes, Giga Oba. Oh, Giga Oba-chan. Yes. But yeah, she's definitely like super duper iron-willed. So, you know, sometimes when stuff like this happens, and I know it happens to like a lot of people's families, where unfortunately, like, you know, somebody is just like really ill and they're basically waiting to like, what the fuck was that? Somebody yelled outside my window. I'm like, that scared me. She's basically waiting to, you know, pass away. And, you know, it's very sad, and but, you know, there is this one feeling where it's like, when she passes away, at the very least, there's no more suffering. It's just like, she's basically not able to live, you know? Like, she's just in bed, she can't speak, she can't eat, she's in constant pain. So there's a little bit of a relief in that sense. which itself is sad as well, but you know, it's like it's very complicated. It's a very like complex feeling. You know, you just don't want to see someone you love like suffer. And yeah, like, and you know what? Like, I feel like she feels that way too. She's not very talkative anymore. So that's why like, not even me, but that's why even like my father and my stepmother were very, very surprised that she called. Because like, they were telling me that the past few weeks and months, like, people would, like, her friends or family would come visit, and she would just talk for like 10 minutes with them, and she'd be like, okay, I think like I'm gonna go rest now. Like, you know, sometimes they'd come visit and she wouldn't even want to see them because she just wants to sleep. So the fact that she like called just to say stuff, like, it really like showed like she really wanted to get a message across. So yeah, I was very surprised that she called. It was really nice to hear. I'm very, very happy. Like, I'm actually more happy than sad. So that's... I mean, I'm still sad, but like... mostly I'm happy, so... yeah. Life has a beginning and an end, and it's something we have to deal with. That is true. I think, like, as you grow up... My dad was telling me yesterday, because we were calling, he was like... You know, I'm getting to that age where, like, a lot of my friends are dying and passing away. Once you get to my age, like, you know, you really learn to appreciate life even more. So, you know, I'm telling you right now, like, appreciate things that you have. And, you know, right now it's hard for everyone, but you still have a lot of good things. So don't like indulge yourself in all the sadness. And I was like, you know, it's hard for me to obviously like put myself in his shoes, you know, being like 50 something years old. So, but I can kind of imagine, you know, you grow up with your friends and you get old. Some of them die a little bit early. Some of them get like really sick or old or whatever. And you know, you start to be like, oh yeah, like, I should make the most out of it. So, yeah, it's true. So, you know, being young, it does take away something, which is, it takes away a perspective of which, like, you know, life is very short. You know, sometimes we get caught up, especially if you're very young. Sometimes you get caught up with life and you think like, oh my god, my life is miserable. Oh my god, I didn't get my fucking coffee and then put ice in it. Those things really don't matter if you think about it. Even though I have a lot of shit going on, I'm starting to realize I can get through it. Like, I can. And I can get through it and I can probably still live a pretty good life. So, moral of my tangent, okay? Sorry. Probably most of you guys are going through stuff as well, most likely. You know, just know that, like, it's always gonna be like that. You know, I don't think there's ever going to be a time period or like a long period of your time where like things are just pretty chill. And if they are, like, good for you. There must be something wrong with you. Just kidding. Like, you know, if you guys are going through something right now, or maybe later on, or you have been, I promise you'll get through it. And there must be something good too. As much as there's something bad that's going on, at the very least, something good will happen, or, you know, something good is already happening, but you just kind of have to, like, put in extra energy to think about it. So, yeah. So, yeah, you know, live your life to the fullest. You know, however it is. You know, we might joke about, like, oh my god, I just spent all my time watching VTubers. But, you know, that is the time that you want to spend it on, and you're happy. So, like, what's wrong with that? Yeah, just live your life to the fullest. Life is pretty short. You know, try to take advantage of it. In the meantime, because you guys are, well, most of you guys are probably healthy to some degree. And yeah, I feel like I'm allowed to say stuff like that because, like, it's been very rough for me. But even then, like, you know, there's many good things. I had like, I don't really reach out to my friends a lot. And I have very understanding and very great friends, you know. telling me, oh hey, you shouldn't do that, or hey, like let's snap out of this. Hey, if you need to talk, I'm here. And not even like friends. I've had like colleagues who I don't even talk to just message me and DM me and just say like, hey, like I've been in your position, like you can get through this. Just, you know, just people that I don't even talk to are reaching out and just making sure that I'm okay. And that's so good, you know. I don't really know like how much more lucky I can get. And, you know, I have you guys. The streaming thing, you know, NIJISANJI in general has just been a great experience, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of things I could nitpick on, but the overall grand scheme of things, you know, I could always like complain about something like, oh my god, I want to like have more money, or like, oh my god, I want to be more collab, I want to do this. But you know, I think having so much on my plate, I'm starting to realize like, oh my gosh, like I'm a NIJISANJI and I get to talk with all these cool people who, you know, most of you guys don't give me a hard time. So it's really nice. It's a good thing. It's really nice to be able to like talk to you guys, share stuff, maybe overshare a little bit sometimes. But yeah, like if you guys are going through stuff, and just know, I promise you will have to put in a lot of effort to see it, but there's always something good. Okay? Like just the fact that you're here is already a good thing. You know, you're able to like converse with the community. Hopefully you can relate to this topic. And you know, you have access to like getting to know people. Like you have internet, you know. So I promise you guys, like, life is very difficult, but I do think it's worth it. I think it is very worth it. You just have to put in a lot of effort to see the positives, which I personally feel like I'm very bad at, and you know, but if I'm telling you guys, like, the most negative person in EN is telling you guys that it's worth it, then I think you should, like, you know, take a bit of a bite of it too. Yeah. So thank you guys. I just want to say again, like, thank you guys for supporting me and, you know, NIJISANJI in general, and, you know, especially during this hard time for myself. So many people were just like spamming flowers in that karaoke, and not a lot of people were even like talking, which I think is like crazy amazing. Like, just so much support. My grandmother saw the flowers in the chat and she was like crying. Like, she really, really appreciated it. She loves flowers. So I was trying to say in Japanese as best as I could, like, hey, all these people are here and sending you flowers as a symbol of like support. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You know, there's not a day that goes by where, you know, I don't think what I can do to be better for you guys and for myself mostly. So yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm really happy. I know, like, I'm not behaving the best recently, but you know, I will promise, like, I will look after myself more and just like catch myself more when I'm slipping. But I really do like appreciate you guys for being very respectful. Okay, let's stop this overly wholesome moment. Okay, so I have a job to do today, which is reading all the super chats from the karaoke stream and for today's stream. So I will be starting from the beginning of the karaoke stream, and first super of that stream is Juliax. What a surprise! Thank you so much for the super. Thank you, Kebby. Thank you so much for the super as well. Thank you. The bomb is here. Thank you so much for the super. I purchased Enna's White Day voice pack, but I didn't read that it's in Japanese. Oh my gosh, yeah. The only Japanese voice pack that I ever done is the White Day one. And, you know, my Japanese is not really that good, but it was a script made by, like, somebody else, so it was kind of more for me to practice Nihongo. Thanks for the karaoke. I'm getting my crying tissues ready. It's very sweet of you to honor your Nana like that. Oh yeah, sometimes I forget that you guys call your grandmothers Nana. I don't know like which cultures do that, but I mean, for my actual like from my dad's mom, my blood related grandma, I call her Nai Nai. So I guess it's very similar. I had to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I think I have allergies or something. It's like, wait. Thank you so much. Tovek, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Hasalivista, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Raven Yang, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Thundersaw, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you. It's so cute. It's a rose. Voitan, thank you so much for the Aka Super during the karaoke. I really, really appreciate it. There's a message in Japanese, but I need to translate some of the kanji because I can't read kanji as always. So let us do that. Okay. Konnichiwa, おばあちゃん。ばあちゃんの孫娘に彼女のお父さんは正しい方と伝えてください。彼女は歌うために生まれてきたので、彼女の歌を毎日応援したいと思います。So, it says, Hello, grandmother. I guess you're talking to my grandmother. Tell your granddaughter that her dad was right. She was born to sing, so I want to support her singing every day. Aww, what the fuck? That's actually pretty wholesome. It was like awkwardly worded and very, very obviously put through a translator, but that's actually very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Boyton. Thank you, thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. I feel like I was born to be like a comedian because, you know, I feel like my real talent is, you know, it's having a personality. You know, every time something bad happens or like I lack something in life, like, oh my god, yeah, I don't have a boyfriend, I will like say like, well, at least I have a personality. You know, that's just like my copium. You know, it may or may not be true, but who cares? I know some people, when I first debuted and had my marshmallows open, some people were like, oh my god, you have no personality. And I like legit did not believe that. I was like, no fucking way. If I don't have a personality, then like, I feel like sometimes I have too much of a personality. Like, I need to chill. So I feel like I have so much of a personality, it's a problem. So, like, let's not lie, okay? I can be pretty objective, okay? Like, there must be a reason why I go to a store and people talk to me and I'm just like, why are you talking to me? Like, there must be some, like, instead of just being like, oh yeah, it is a nice thing. Yeah. You know, like, I could be like that, you know, but I'm not. I think about like, okay, why are you talking to me? Like, do you want my money? Like, are you bored? Or do you think I'm your grandchild by accident? Or what's happening? Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, I named my guinea pig after you, like you said. She's 2 months old now. Oh my god, real? I remember. I do remember. That's so cute. Can you take a picture of your 2 month old guinea pig? I don't think I've ever seen, like, a baby guinea pig. Is that still baby? I don't know. But I've only ever seen, like, fully grown guinea pigs. And they're quite big. So please, like, take a photo. I'd love that. That's so cute. I love guinea pigs. I love pigs. Like, I think, like, pigs are very cute. And guinea pigs too. Shizukumo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Enna-chan no kimochi kitto ba-chan ni tsutae masu. Ouen shiteimasu. Thank you for the karaoke stream, and your singing makes people feel happiness and peace. Thank you so much. That's really nice. ありがとうございます。メッセージ、優しいメッセージ書いてくれた。本当にありがとうございます。Thank you, thank you. Eddie, thank you so much for the Akasupa as well. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are so nice. It's a little, like, daunting. Sometimes when chat's too nice, I feel a little awkward and also, like, I'm just super not used to it. I don't know how to react to it. Like, you know, I'm just like that, you know? When we're too wholesome and, like, a little bit too nice and too sweet, I kind of get, like, the heebie-jeebies of it. I mean, like, oh, okay. Like, it's really nice, don't get me wrong. I love it. but at the same time, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the best way I can describe it. When we're very wholesome and we talk about something more on the serious side, and you guys are actually like listening and stuff like that, like, I'm very happy. But at the same time, I feel an immense, great sense of pressure to react a certain way so that I can convey how happy and appreciated I feel. Do you know what that... You guys understand what I'm trying to say? I feel a lot of pressure because I know I lack the ability to fully express myself, so I feel like there's some sort of pressure for me to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry, Chan. Thank you guys so much. You're so nice to me. You know, I feel like I have to be like that just to kind of be like, to kind of have everybody be like, oh my god, yeah, she's crying of happiness and she like super duper appreciates us, and you know, our words and our actions have really reached her. Like, I feel all of that, really. I just don't convey it like that. That's just how I'm wired. So yeah, like, even though, like, you know, I feel really grateful, you know, I do cry at happiness, but I wait until everyone's gone. Like, you know, sometimes after the stream, like, probably after this stream, when I'm finished streaming, I'll think about, like, what we talked about, and I'll be like, and that's it, you know? Like, I still won't be like, my ally peeps are so nice to me. I couldn't be the luckiest girl in the world. You know, I won't do shit like that, but I'll be like, okay, that was nice. I'll go cook dinner or something. But yeah. Yeah, that's just me. So, you know, I do think about like, oh, maybe like some people might not like believe me, or like maybe they might not find my reaction very satisfying, which honestly, like, I kind of like agree as well. Like, if I were watching myself and I were saying things like, oh my god, Enna, like, you know, like, we support you all the way, and like, you know, the streamer on the fucking screen would just be like, oh, thanks guys, you know, I'll be like, what the fuck. So, you know, I just thought, that's why I kind of like do things like, you know, give you guys presents, or like, you know, like that love language thing. I feel like I don't need to get services and gifts to like understand that other people love me, but I feel like I have to do that sort of thing for other people to understand that I love them. Like, I'm more of an action person. I'm very bad at words, you know? Like, when Millie was back from being very sick, I just said like, oh, I miss you, and I missed you, and you know, I'm really happy you're back. We should hang out again, and I love you. And that's it. Like, I don't know how to be like, the days without you were a complete mess, and through this hard time, you and I have somehow managed to get out of it, and I just cannot wait to see your face happy and healthy, and I just think about holding your hand every night and how we can relinquish and rejoice in connecting once again after our personal hardships. You know, I don't know how to I don't speak like that. I don't think like that. I feel like that, yes, you know. I just don't know how to say it. So that's why I did the most stupidest thing ever, which is, I don't know if you guys saw my schedule for this week, but I'm going to be carving a pumpkin, which I was gonna do in October, but I was too depressed to do anything. And the pumpkin that I'm carving is going to be Millie's face. It literally on the schedule, it literally says carving pumpkin, Millie's face. That's how I show that I missed her so much. And like, Millie saw it, and she's like, she sent like this meme. She sent that like very well-known meme, The Office thing, with like, you know, one of the characters with like a really weird like skin over their face, or I don't know. But like, she was just like, Lamau. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's how I, you know, that's just like how I awkwardly try to show that I'm very happy or I missed him or you know, sometimes if I'm very sorry, I'll like do shit like that too. I'll be like, oh like here, you know, like I'm trying to think of an example, like. Oh yes, you know, well, you know, like last month, you know, I was misbehaving, and unfortunately, I was also misbehaving on like Kyo's channel, which not my own. So I felt really bad to drag him into that sort of situation, and so like a way for me to kind of, of course I said sorry and stuff like that, but like a way to kind of like, I guess like to like just show how sorry I am. I've been like, oh, you should get this tea. It's really good for your throat. You want me to buy it for you? Yeah, you should get this. Like, yeah, I can send you this if you. I just like, it's a guilt complex. I feel like I have a little bit of a guilt complex. Just stuff like that. But like, oh, no, you know, oh, you're not feeling well. Here, like, get this. Like, it will help. You should get this. I can buy it for you, bro. Like, you know, like, that's just. I don't know why. I have a problem. I just don't really know how to like. I don't know how to conduct myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very awkward. You know, even with Millie, like my friend who I've been friends with for like, I don't even know, like almost 10 years. I'm still like this. Like when Millie and I hug, we don't hug often. Millie and I don't hug often. The last time I saw Millie, we had a really heart-to-heart conversation because, you know, I was telling her things that I was going through, and she was telling me like, you know, her things as well. And at the end of the day or night, Millie and I don't usually like hug and be like, okay, bye, love you. You know, I'm not normal like that. Millie was just like, can I have a hug? And I'd be like, yeah. And then I haven't hugged Millie in a while, so it was really nice. I almost wanted to cry, but I didn't because I'm a big girl. So yeah. No, we did hug. It's just like we don't usually do that. So I know maybe on stream we talk about like. We obviously on stream, because we talk about it, it seems like we're very affectionate towards each other, and we are. It's just, especially coming from me, I don't really show it often. You know, it's like, but when you talk about it on stream, like people will imagine like, oh my gosh, they must like hold hands every time they hang out and stuff like that. But that's not true. Like we don't actually. I'm just very awkward. That's why I think that's why like I can't really find anybody in my life, you know, like I don't think it's a person. Well, maybe it's a bit of a personality thing, but I think like the reason why I can't find true love is because I cannot convey my feelings. It's a big problem. It's a big problem that's like that I'm coming into realization, and I'm like, oh shit, time is slipping away from me, and I need to like learn how to do this skill very quickly. Like I can't always be like this and be like, yeah, sure. Like the times that I've had boyfriends before and they confess to me, they'll be like, I really like you. Do you like me back? And I'll be like, sure. Like literally, it's so like anticlimactic. It's a little bit of a disappointment from my perspective. Like, it's not that I don't want to, and I sound like I don't want to, or I sound reluctant, and I'll be like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, you know, I just have no idea how to like, or not no idea, but like I just cannot. I can't. I physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually cannot like just be a normal person. I just can't. I can't be like, yeah, I like you too. I'm really happy. You know, I can pretend like, but I have to speak like that, which is obviously very fake. Like, I can do shit like that. Like, I can role play, but obviously it's in a way where it's like, oh yes, I'm role playing. You know, I can be like, yeah, I'd really like that. I would love to be your girlfriend. Sorry, I'm just so happy right now. You know, I can't do shit like that. I don't understand. Like, I can like pretend, and you know, I can do that with role playing to low-key make fun of it, but like high-key I do want to be like that, but I can't. I don't know why. I have a problem. But yeah, guys say they love you, just role play. Yeah. Yeah, like I've had two well, no, not two. Well, I've had two confessions that resulted in me having a boyfriend before, and like And like both of them, like the first time I was just like, okay. The second I was like, sure. So I did change it up a bit. But like, you know, yeah. I'm messed up. I need to go to therapy. But my therapist won't see me. I'm on a waiting list for 9 months. You know? Your love language isn't wrong. You just gotta meet someone who gets it and their needs are what you can offer. I feel like I do have to adjust somehow. Next time, if I'm lucky, if I ever get another opportunity from God, next time I will say more than one word. I will be like, I will not say just okay or sure. I will say more than one. I will say a full-on sentence. I'll be like, yes, I would like that. As if I'm receiving a gift. Yes, I'd love dinner, you know? That's the sort of reaction you'd have to someone going like, oh, do you want to have dinner? I'm like, yeah, I would like that. You know, I would apply that response to like a confession. Like, oh, would you like to be my girlfriend? I'll be like, yeah, I'd like that. I think it's better than okay. So, yeah. You know, now the next problem is just, I gotta wait. That's not wait, but like, you know, I gotta look for my opportunity. I learned that I shouldn't be waiting for opportunities. I need to look for them, so yeah, that's a problem too. Anyways, I'm working on it, guys, okay? I'll update you guys, okay? And now on her BF finding art. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be actively... Well, I'm gonna be honest, like, right now, I wouldn't even want to be in one, just because, like, I'm so occupied with my career, I guess you could say. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I feel like I just don't have as much time to maybe spare on spending time and getting to know someone else. So, yeah. But that doesn't mean that I'm dating you guys, okay? So, like, let's not get parasocial, okay? You guys are just, like, there. Okay, shout out Demon Lord. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Xion, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Your boy, Stefan Atoms. It's my first time coming to your stream. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for joining in for your first time. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Ellie, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Aki Akira, thank you so much for the super. Enna-chan, ganbare. Arigato. Thank you. Notorious BSG, thank you so much for the super. Miguel, thank you so much for the super as well. Oh, everybody's writing in Japanese, even though it's clear that, like, you guys are putting it through a translator. But I think that's really sweet. These were the super chats for, the karaoke for my grandmother. So I think, like, it is very sweet of you guys to, like, write in Japanese so that she could read it. So this one says, Enna no oba-chanへ、これを読んでいただけるなら、ばあちゃんの孫娘のエンナはとても素敵な女の子だと言いたいです。安心してください。ばあちゃんは彼女を育てるのに素晴らしい仕事をしました。ばあちゃんのすべてに感謝します。So to translate, to Enna's grandmother, if you happen to read this, I just want to say your granddaughter Enna is very nice. Thanks, that's all you have to say. She's very nice. Rest assured, you did a great job raising her. Well, she didn't raise me, but well, I guess you could. She didn't raise me from when I was like super young, but yeah, there was a period where like I did see her and she was like hanging out with me a lot. So thank you for everything, Grandma. That's very sweet, Miguel. Thank you so much for writing that. It's very sweet. Thank you. Super special. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Disco Mooney, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. BJ, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. You know, at least I think the good thing about like me understanding how stupidly awkward and bad at expressing my feelings is that at the very least I'm self-aware, you know? I could be like that, and not know at all. And then I wouldn't even know that I needed to like improve on that. So I feel like that's like something that I just have, which I'm very lucky. I'm pretty self-aware in this circumstance. So yeah. So the fact that I can even talk about it, I feel like, okay, well, the next step is to apply to the action, you know? I'll just, you know, oh my god, maybe I'll get a next, maybe I have another channel. You know, I've been very like spoiled in some way. Like maybe it's because I'm a girl and this kind of stereotypically happens, but like usually like when I talk about my friends with like, you know, girl talk, like, oh my gosh, I'm dating this cute boy and he's really nice, and I'll be like, fuck you, why are you here then? Shouldn't you be hanging out with him instead of hanging out with me? You must really like me you must like me more than your boyfriend then. You know, like that's how I get. But like they'll be like, oh, it's okay, and then you'll find your boyfriend and then we can have another sleepover and then you can tell me all about them. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. You're just rubbing salt in the wound. Fucking bitch, like, why are you here? You clean up your doo-doo. I saw it. You know, like that. So what was I gonna say? Got it too into the role playing that totally forgot what I said. Shit, I'm old. Oh yes, I was gonna say, like, you know, I've been very lucky in the sense that before, like, people would kind of come up to me and be like, oh, do you wanna dinner, or oh, do you wanna do this, or do you wanna do that? Like, I don't think I really ever pursued my, like, when there's romance in my life, which doesn't happen often, I don't think I'm the one pursuing it, you know? I'm always just like, oh, okay. I think I told you guys, but like, sometimes when I like someone, I just don't talk to them at all, you know? I just be like, oh, I gotta get away from this person because like, I don't want feelings. I'm too cool for that. But just like, not talk to them. So that's a big issue. My dad was calling me. Yesterday, my dad was calling me, and we were just, you know, we were just reminiscing, blah, blah, blah. We're just remembering the old times, you know. My dad was like, you know, sometime growing when you were young, do you remember how I would ask you when you were in elementary school if you liked any boys, and you always had the same answer? You always said no. Yeah, and I do actually remember it. My dad would be very protective. He'd always think like, oh my god, my daughter's really cute, and like, you know, I don't want boys to like touch her. But at the same time, he low-key kind of wanted like me to, you know, be a normal person, you know. So he'd ask me like, oh, you like anybody, Enna? And I'd be like, no. And he'd always ask that, like, almost every month, in like from elementary to high school. He'd ask me like, hey, do you have a crush on anyone? Like, is anyone you interested in, or are you seeing anyone that I don't know about? Like, you can tell me. You know, my dad loves shit like that. He just wants to know. And I always just be like, no, not really, or, you know, no, I don't really like anyone, or no. And my dad, like, this is the first time he told me. When he called me yesterday, he was like, I thought you were gay. And I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, that could, like, I can see how you would think that, because, like, he would specifically ask me if I liked any boys. And because I always said no, you know, I guess it's a very natural, like, response to kind of think, oh, maybe she likes girls. And he was like, and I was like, are you, like, what if I was gay? Like, would you be okay with that? And he'd be like, of course, but, you know, I really thought you were gay and you were just really afraid to tell me or something. And, you know, I didn't know if I should bring it up first and tell you that it's okay to be, like, gay. And I was like, you know, Dad, like, you're cool. Like, I'm sure a lot of people would want to have you as a father. So I'm very lucky. Like, I'm a little, like, lucky in that aspect. Yeah, seriously, like, he was like thinking all of that, which he never told me before. He literally told me that yesterday. He was like, yeah, I thought you were gay. And I was like, there was many times in high school where I thought about bringing up the topic, like, you know, because I know he's obviously we're an Asian family, so he's like, oh yes, because I know in the Western, in West, like, you know, in America and Canada, like, it's a thing where it's like a lot of parents are like, maybe don't accept it, or like they don't really know like what to say, or, you know, it's a sensitive topic. And he was just like, I was ready to bring it up, but I never did, because I just thought maybe it'd be better for you to like come to me. And I was like, And I was like, Dad, I just didn't like anybody. Like, I just don't think anybody was hot or like cool personality-wise. That's about it. And he was like, not even one person in school. I was like, yeah, you really had to go to my school. Like, they were all kind of like stupid, you know? Yeah, I know, it's really sweet. I mean, I told him yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I did kind of have a crush on like this one girl. Like, she didn't go to my school, I think. Oh yes, it was over the internet. Yeah, like, yeah, it was like, I did kind of like one girl before. But, like, I'm not, even to this day, I'm not sure if it was like, I had a crush on them completely in a romantic sense, or if I just really admired them. Sometimes I'm not really able to like differentiate, you know? I think it's like a little bit of both. No, she didn't go to another school. She was a friend on the internet. No, it's not parasocial. She was my friend. Stop throwing that word around like you know what it means or something. Has your dad ever suggested a partner out of curiosity? No, he doesn't like stuff like that. He'll never go like, oh, I know this, my friend's son is really nice and he has a degree in, I don't know, Harvard. You should check him out. Like, he does not do shit like that. My mom also doesn't do stuff like that. My mom and dad don't fucking care. They're just like, just find somebody that's like, that you like and they're nice to you and they don't like, abuse you and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. That's about it. But yeah, my parents have never like forced me to like, I think that's the one thing, well, not the one thing, there's many good things about them, but I think that's one of the great things about my parents is that they don't like, when it comes to like love and stuff, they do not interfere at all. They're just like if I like had someone in my life, I'd tell them and they'd be like, you seem like a pretty good, even if like, my first boyfriend was yabai. He was like red flags. Okay, and even then, my dad met him and he was like, oh yeah, he seems like a pretty okay dude. But, throughout the entire time I was in the relationship with this boy, my dad wouldn't say much, He wouldn't say that he really liked him, but he also didn't say that he disliked him. Until the relationship was over. And my dad would be like, oh yeah, honestly, I'm a little relieved because like, I didn't want to say anything, but he didn't really seem that genuine. And I was like, oh, okay, you could have told me that like, I don't know, 2 years ago, but okay, sure, Dad. He's like, no, this is something you need to figure out. Like, if you can't tell, that's something that you need to learn. Like, unless he's like hitting you or something, that's when I like interject. But like, if this is something you need to learn, and if you don't like realize it, then if I tell you and you don't like understand it, like you're gonna think that I'm not on your side or something. And anyways, he like had this whole explanation, and to be honest, it made a lot of sense. So literally he told me not to date another League player. So that's about it. Just like, maybe don't date people who play like toxic games. That's a good start. Yeah. No, I think it is fair. Like, he basically wanted me to develop this intuition or skill or ability, whatever you want to call it, to like just kind of like be able to grasp like if somebody was like serious about like, commitment and stuff like that. And obviously like I was really young at the time. Okay, it was not that long ago, I guess, but like it was pretty long. Yeah, but honestly, he's right, because after that, like, my intuition on people grew a lot. And, I'm more cautious, maybe a little bit overly cautious, but like, I do prefer to be like that too. He just wants me to learn how to protect myself. He's always like, in Chinese, he'll always say, 你要自己学会怎么保护自己, which is like, oh, you need to learn how to protect yourself because I'm not going to be there by your side all the time. And, I won't be here. Like, one day I'm not gonna be, like, in this world. So I need to know that you need to learn that. And I'm like, okay. Sometimes it's a little harsh because it's like, I want, like, comfort. And maybe he doesn't, like, give it to me in the form that I expected in. But my dad really does give me a lot of comfort in the sense that he truly believes that I will figure it out. Even though sometimes I just want somebody to tell me, Yes. But yeah, he's always been really open about like he always tells me like there's one thing that he never wants me not to do, which is never not talk to him. He's like, don't ever think that you need to hide anything from me. He's like, even if you, for example, extreme case, killed somebody, you need to tell me. I'm your father, and you will feel better sharing that responsibility with someone, and I am that person that you put the responsibility on. And I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? I'm not gonna kill anyone, I promise. But that was really sweet, but it's a really awkward example. Yeah, so he's like, there's one thing that I need to know that I fulfilled in my life as the duty of a father, and it's you need to tell me everything. Well, you know, when you're ready, because I need to be a part of your life as much as I can. I'm like, okay. What happened to the dad that like locked me in the bathroom for like an hour? Like, wow, you really softened up. Yeah, but you know, I'm very, very prideful of my father and my mother too. Honestly, I have really good parents. Really, really good parents. We've been through a lot, and you know, obviously, I've talked about how, you know, Asian parenting and shit like that, but their intentions are never like malicious, which is why I feel like at the very least my personal morals are pretty solid. Like I'm pretty like having morals that are solid are good, and you know, it's, you know, a lot of people will think like, oh yeah, it's very admirable, you know, but you don't see the hard part about it. Just because you have like pretty solid morals and values, it doesn't make it any easier. Like, you know, sometimes doing the right thing is the hardest thing ever, and it's the most painful thing to do as well. It like you really have to like let go of your pride or your ego, or like, you know, you really have to like not put yourself down, but you really have to catch yourself and be like, this was wrong, or like this shouldn't happen again. You know, and then, you know, it's good to have strong morals and values, but it's so hard to carry them out. It really is, and that's like that is the hard part. That is the hard part, yeah. Letting go of your ego really changes your life perspective. Yeah, letting go of your ego changes your life's perspective, and also like, I think it's once upon a time, obviously, when we were all kids and stuff like that, we all had an ego. And it just comes to a point where it's like, you have to realize, oh, you're not the best in this. Oh, you're not the smartest. Oh, you're not the prettiest. Oh, you're not... But not in a way where it's like, you're putting yourself down, like, oh my god, you're so fucking ugly, or oh my god, you're so fucking dumb, you know? It's just, you realize that you're not at the top of the world. And that's just not... And that's just how it is. So, you realize that, you know, as a kid, you kind of feel like you're at the top of the world. Like, oh my god, I can do anything. I can do this and that. And as you, like, grow up, you realize the top was just a mountain. And there's even more mountains that you have to climb. And then you have to come to the realization that as long as you're breathing and living, you will always be climbing something. And you will never get to the top. Like, at the very top. And, like, you know... because there is no top. There's just constant climbing. But, like, every time you achieve a climb, I guess, you know, you don't look at the very top and you think, oh yeah, I just have to get there and I'll be good. You, like, climb the mountains, and sometimes you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I climbed like 40 mountains. That's the sort of perspective that I try to, like, teach or abide by, instead of, like, looking forward all the time and being like, okay, I just have to be here and I'll be happy, or I just have to be here and then I'll be successful. That's just, I think, personally for me, I could be wrong, this is just my 2 cents in life. Personally for me, I don't think that's, like, sustainable, and also I think that's just, like, miserable. A lot of the times when I climb a lot of mountains, I will look back. Not like, you know, stay in the past or whatever, but I will look back and I'll be like, shit, that's how many mountains I've climbed. Like, pat on the back, Enna Alouette, you know? Be like, wow, I climbed 40 mountains so far, and I'm like not even halfway done my life, you know? So that's the sense of achievement and happiness that I get from like going through a lot of shit and coming out of it and just looking at back and being like, oh yeah, I turned out okay. I think I'm not taking math. I don't know. I mean, even if you are, like, you can, that's, you know, another mountain to climb, and when you climb over that, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, once upon a time I took math and now I came out of it. Like, you are stronger than me, buddy. So yeah, like, seriously though, like, everything is just a mountain, and you will never stop climbing, and sometimes you feel like you want to stop, and that's when you take a break. That's when you, like, you know, camp out at the current mountain that you are climbing. And then when you are ready and you have enough energy, you continue. This is how I see it, you know. Of course, like, not everybody will have the same perspective. But yeah, I find that when you focus too much on one thing, that's when you lose a lot of things. Like, I lost quite a bit of things when I started to just focus on one aspect of my life, which is not good. Wish people realize how important a break is in life and how much it can help. Oh yes! It is very hard to take a break because you feel like... I understand it completely. Sometimes it feels like if you take a break in life, you will slip. Like, a good example is, you know, I've been going through a lot, right? And I feel like if I take a break, especially because I already took a 3-week vacation, if I take a break from streaming, I will slip. Like, you know, you guys will, like, move on to other people or whatever, and I'll, like, you know, get even more demotivated. But that's just, like, this weird wiring that we're wired to think. I don't think that's true, you know? My dad is always like, Shin Solar, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome new members. My dad is always like trying to instill that, and it took me a long time to realize, because I'm the type of person to be like, no, I can't, like, not be productive. No, I have to do this. Like, I have to do this even though I'm exhausted and unhappy. Like, I have to do this, this, and this, and then I'll feel some sort of sense of, like, achievement, or I'll probably feel some sort of relief. And the truth is, it's just not like that. And I really realized that, especially this year, where he was like, you have to understand that if you're not happy in the first place and you're forcing yourself to do all these things that you think you can continue doing, you're just further making yourself miserable. So, like, it's true. My home life condition, I don't know. My home life condition wasn't going well. And, you know, I was just streaming for hours. I would stream every day just to distract myself. And then I'd go back to it and be even more miserable because I didn't really, like, figure it out or organize it or whatever. And, you know, it's okay to do that, but, like, I think, like, if it was, like, for a long time, it would be a problem. And, you know, he was like, you know, your health is really bad. By the way, guys, I'm way healthier now, so don't worry. He was like, yeah, your health is so bad. Like, you lost so much weight. Like, what are you doing? Like, you need to focus on your essentials first, which is healthy body, healthy mind. So you need to take a break. So I didn't understand that. I thought, like, taking a break was like doing something I liked, which is, you know, streaming. But it's doing things that you need instead of what you want. Like, I wanted to stream because, like, I felt like it was, like, the highlight of most of my days. And I wanted to, I don't know, maybe eat junk food because, like, junk food just tastes really good when you're chronically depressed. But that's not what that really means. It's not about what you want. It's about what you actually need. And what I needed was to be around healthy people because I wasn't. What I needed was to take care of my body and health, which I didn't, because I wouldn't sleep and I wouldn't eat. And I'd be like, oh, but I'm not hungry. But, you know, you have to eat, you know? Just like my strong-willed grandmother who has terminal cancer and she literally will like throw up everything, but even then she still eats. So, you know, because she understands that that's what she needs. Except that she went a little overboard, but yeah, it's the same concept, I guess. But yeah, like, you know, I really had to learn this time around, like, it was important for me to realize that maybe what I wanted wasn't the thing that would make me feel better. The thing that I needed was something that I was neglecting. So yeah, like, you really have to, like, go back to your basic necessities. Like, okay, are you eating enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you, like, going out? And are you, like, you know, taking in fresh air? Are you... The people that you have in your life on a day-to-day basis, are they, like... Are they good? Like, are they healthy? And are they, you know, giving healthy vibes? And yeah, like, I couldn't check mark most of these, not gonna lie. So yeah, like, that's kind of what it is. Like, the break that you need to take it. And you also need to understand that during that break, it's the time for you to like tell yourself, like, okay, I need to, like, pick up on things that I done that I've neglected upon myself. So yeah, it makes you feel, taking breaks makes you feel like guilty, like, it makes you feel like your main focus, which is like usually your career or whatever, is being put to a stop. But the truth is that's just not how it is. You need to take a break, and you need to take care of yourself, and then when you come back to your work, you will do your work even better. True bestie. I know Mika will understand this too, because Mika's a strong girl too. But yeah, like, it is a very hard mentality to wrap around, and I obviously still struggle. But, you know, I've been taking a lot of days off, and touching a lot of grass. I've been touching a lot of grass. I didn't even know how sunny it can be during this time of the month. It's because I don't go out. So I was going out, I was like doing a lot of shit. And, you know, I might not necessarily want to, but once I'm in it, I'm like, oh yeah, actually, it's good, because it's what I needed. I needed to go out, I need to see my friends, you know, I need to, like, eat. By the way, I gained like 1.5 pounds, which is great. I'm like at 99 pounds. So I just need to get into the hundreds and I'll be like at my normal weight again. So yeah, even my skin color's better. My dad was looking at me, he's like, well, I know you're still depressed, but at least your skin color's better. And I'm like, yay! Woohoo, I've been eating a lot of nice things, you know? Yeah! And I just want to say, since Mika's here, like, Mika's also been one of the besties that's been really helping me, you know, with stuff, so... But yeah, like... And this isn't stuff that I would usually do, but... This is just, like... I just want to tell you guys, because I know, like... It's very, very easy to slip into this sort of mindset where it's like, oh my god, I can't take a break from work, I have to, like... You know, I need to earn money. But I promise, like, you know, you're grinding for money, or whatever you're grinding for, while you're, you know, neglecting yourself, and you're not using... You're not, like, at your full potential or capacity when you're working. So, you're actually, like... You can actually be making probably even more and doing even better, if you put yourself first. So, it is very hard, though, I have to admit. Even for me, like, I still struggle with that. So, please make sure, like, health first. Like, I feel like I can say this because I literally have been, like, showing you guys how much neglect I put upon myself. So, it's very important. Like, I've literally said in almost every stream, like, hey guys, I've been on my period for, like, a month. So like, yeah. Don't think that, you know... Don't think that you guys are, like, not being productive if you need to take a break. Okay, there's a big difference between, like, being lazy and actually needing to breathe in life, okay? And if you feel burned out, or more than often a little bit unhappy about certain things, or just like exhausted in general, that's a good sign that you need a break. Which I feel like is most people, because most people have this mentality where it's like, oh my god, I can't take a break though because I will not be able to like provide. Like, but that's just not true. It just does not work like that. Because like if it did work like that, then everybody would not be like suffering, you know, as much. So yeah. Obviously, again, it's very hard, so I'm still learning how to do that too. There are many things left to learn about in life. Be better one habit at a time. Yes, it is definitely a habit and a lot of effort. What if I can't tell the difference between lazy and burnout? Because sometimes I feel like I'm being lazy, but some people say it seems more like burnout. You see, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret formula it's my personal theory. If you think you're lazy, most of the, like, more often, like probably 90%, it means that you're burnt out. If you feel guilty or you feel like you are being lazy, that's a good sign that you're not lazy and you're just exhausted. Because you have that sense of responsibility to think, oh, but you know, I am being lazy, I'm not doing anything. Because you're doing too much all the time. The people who are lazy, they don't even know that they're lazy. That's just their life. You know, the people who are lazy don't think, oh yeah, I'm lazy. They don't think like that. The people who don't do shit, like actually couch potatoes, they might be going through stuff, you know, like, but like they don't think like, oh, like they will actually probably think the opposite. They'll be like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched season 2 of The Office. Or I don't know. But like, I don't know. That's just what I think. There's also just a lot of factors. Like, you know, there's people who might not be doing anything, but they're going through something. Like, you could be super duper depressed. Like I said, like I did not clean my home for like a month, which is really bad for me. And, you know, I thought I was being lazy, but the truth is, I was just really depressed. I was, like, upset and crying every single day. So, yeah, I mean, like, that's burnout. And that's just being tired and depressed. And I feel like that is more common than actually being lazy. So, yeah, if you feel some sort of guilt and you think that you're lazy, it's a good sign that you're, you know, just really sad about something and you just don't want to do something because you're neglecting yourself. So that's a good sign. I feel like lazy was a word invented to really like add a lot of stigma to like to be truly purely lazy doesn't make much sense. You know? Like, the people that don't do a lot, usually they're depressed. And it's not that they don't want to, it's that they... Well, I mean, they don't want to. It's not that they, like, refuse to do it for some reason. But usually the case is that they are just, like, they're neglecting themselves. They're not happy in life. And so when you're not happy, you don't want to do anything. Because, like, if you're happy, you want to do a lot of things, which obviously defeats the purpose of the term lazy, right? Like, if you're happy, like, when I'm happy, I want to cook. When I'm happy, I want to clean. When I'm happy, I want to, I don't know, do something, right? And that's productivity. But when I'm not happy, I don't do anything because I don't want to. Because I don't feel like it and I'm just upset about my life. And I feel like I don't really know what kind of person or what it feels like to be like pure lazy, but not out of like depression or whatever, you know? I don't know. Unless you're like a kid, you know? Kids are kind of lazy. They'll just like lie on the couch and just relax. I guess maybe it's just the personality thing. I don't really know. Like, you know, I just don't really... For me, it's just if I'm happy, I'll do something. If I'm not, I won't. That's about it. What if you want to do things, but you are lazy? Isn't that what depression feels like? Devin Hodge, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thank you. I'm lazy, TBH. I don't know. I just feel like it's a term that's very like, it really like takes away the main focus. You know. I think being lazy is okay as long as you don't do it for too long. But then most of the time, if it's like too long, it means there's something wrong. You know. That's why I'm like, what does it actually mean to be lazy? Like lazy. Like no way you can categorize someone as lazy if they've like neglected cleaning or like not cooking, and you know maybe they're doing drugs or something. Like they're going through shit. Like of course they're not gonna do the basic necessities. So I don't really know. You know, I don't even know if I'm trying to explain what this thought process is. You know, I don't know how to explain this. I'm just like, I think it's more of just like there's just like this really bad thing in society where, you know, our parents might be like, oh my god, you're not doing anything, you lazy. And it's just like most of the time, like, you know, you feel stressed or like you are sad, so you don't want to do anything. It's true, yes. But is that laziness or is that just like, you know? And so you kind of end up like having this mindset where you have to like push yourselves to do something, and then you get burnout. So yeah, I don't know. I think we should probably hold back on like saying things like, oh, I'm lazy. I think you can say it as like a joke, sort of like, oh my god, I don't want to take the garbage out because I'm lazy. I feel like that could apply. But like, you know, in terms of like not being productive, it usually stems from like not feeling a lot of like life in your life. Yes. But yeah, like, you know, try not to give yourselves a hard time about stuff like this, says me, the person who gives myself a very hard time about stuff like this. But yeah, this is something that I learned and I'll try to apply for future circumstances. Just like, you know, you gotta be your own bestie, not gonna lie. That's what I learned. I gotta be my own bestie. I'm like, all my friends said the same thing, which is why I feel like all my besties told me the same thing. They're like, Enna Alouette, there's one thing that you don't do, like on a consistent basis, even when you're happy. And I was like, what? I don't pursue romance? And they're like, no. I'm like, you're not nice to yourself. Like, you don't give yourself a break. No, you'll do it for anyone else but yourself. And I'm like, shit. You got me. You got me. I still kind of do that. But like, you know, at least I realize it. Well, with the help of besties. So I'm just like, wow, yeah, sometimes I have to be my own bestie. Which means like, so I really have to kind of like, I guess in a way like, imagine another me that's exactly the same. And I have to kind of treat myself like another person. That's, you know, my way of trying to be nice to myself. Be like, oh hey, it's 1 a.m, you should sleep. You know, I would say that to my friends, but I won't say that to myself. Like, oh hey, like, it's about time we have dinner. We should, you know, cook something and eat. You know, again, like I would do that very easily with a friend. But I wouldn't do that to myself. So, you know, I gotta start doing that. Foss, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. In the end, you only have yourself, so if you don't love yourself... I know that like really cliche quote that was like, you have to love yourself before you love someone else. And I always hate hearing those like cliche things because low-key, they're so true. They are true. But it's just like, you know, we say it so much and it's just such a well-heard thing that you almost don't believe it anymore. You just think it's stupid, you know? You hear that all the time. And you just think like, ugh. And that's a bad mindset. Like, I totally hear those things and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, like, you know? But it's bad. It is bad to... Like, I gotta catch myself on that. It's bad to think like that. It's the truth. Like, you do have to, like, be nice to yourself. Like, you know? If you're nice to yourself, then you can be even nicer to other people. That's just how that's how I think. Like that's what motivates me to be nicer to myself. Is if I am nicer to myself and I take care of myself well, I can do that for other people even better. So that's my motivation, because I don't really care too much about myself, but when it comes to like my friends and family, I care a lot. But I do understand, like, oh hey, if I actually want to like take care of them to the best of my abilities, I have to make sure that I'm there first. So yeah, that's just, so if you guys have a hard time taking care of yourselves, then yeah, think like that. If you love your friends and family, which I hope you do. Like, cause you know, my mom has mental illness, so like I always make sure health-wise, well, most of the time, not just not recently, I always make sure health-wise that I am healthy, so that if she ever needs anything like blood or I don't know, an organ or like I don't know, something, I will be there prepared. That's just how I think. It's a little like, you know, of a, I guess like a kind of like a soldier mindset, but it works until recently, because I really like slipped. But you know what the weird thing is like when I started slipping, you know, into bad habits and stuff recently, you know, I met up with my mom, and I don't usually like to tell my mom stuff that's going, like bad things that are happening in my life, because, you know, my mom's pretty, like, she has to be on this like hard ass medication every single day, otherwise, you know, shit will be fucked up. But like usually I don't like to like add that added stress, because she's obviously my mom, so if I tell her things that stress me out super bad, it will stress her out too. So every time I see her, I kind of like put on a face. It's not that I don't want to share, it's that I just don't want it to impact her, because I don't want her to be so stressed to the point like it adds to her like illness and stuff like that. So I tend to not like tell her about certain things. I always just tell her like, oh yeah, my job's going great, yeah, like, you know, everything's perfect, blah blah blah. Not perfect, but like everything's going good. And so she'll be like, oh yeah, like she just doesn't have to feel like she has to worry about anything. But the last time I saw her, like I was really hitting a breaking point. I was like breaking down here and there. And you know, my mom is not stupid. My mom, you know, she's sick, but she's really smart. You know, I feel like that's how she got sick in the first place. She's just way too smart. But like, she was like, is everything okay? She was like, you look really thin and your, you know, your face color is bad. Like, are you eating enough? She was asking me all these questions. And like, it was very hard to hide, because obviously like physically I didn't look well. So I was just like, oh yeah, I was just working a lot. And she's like, really? But you know, she doesn't usually do that, because usually I am okay. But like when she asked me that, like it really told me like, oh shit, like even my mom, who, you know, has gone through so much like mental illness wise and stuff like that, even she's looking at me right now and thinking something's wrong. Like if somebody who you grew up with had like a lot of like things going on and they couldn't figure out why their reality wasn't real, if that same person is looking at you and telling you, hey, I think something's wrong, that's a big sign. I had my mentally ill mother tell me that like something was wrong, and I was like, shit, if you can realize that for me, then I'm slipping, you know? But yeah, so when she asked me that, yeah, maternal instinct too, like mom's intuitions are crazy. And you know, I haven't really felt like that in a while, like having kind of like my own mother, you know, because you know, I have to take care of her now. So I'm not saying that she's not my mom or anything, it's just sometimes I feel like the maternal instinct is reversed. Like I am taking care of her and sort of like looking after her. But in that moment, it really did feel like she was looking after me, which I kind of haven't felt in a long time. And so when she asked me those questions, we were in a restaurant. I just like started crying. I was like, what? Like I cried so much I couldn't stop crying. And she was like very confused. She was like, are you okay? Like what's up? She was very awkward, because my mom and I are very awkward people. That's where I got my awkwardness from. I started bawling. These like what these like old people next to us like were looking at me like, is she okay? I was just like crying so much, like, yeah, this is happening, blah blah blah, like this has been happening for a while, but now it's hitting its peak, and now it's like I don't know what to do. And my mom was like, this is my mom is so cute. I love her so much. You know, this medication that she's on, it's not a cure, okay? Okay, it's not a cure. It just like helps her suppress, like, you know, it basically alters her brain chemicals so that she can at least like think normally, like she can live in the reality that we live in. But without this medication, like her brain chemicals are all over the place, and then she'll start to, you know, hallucinate or whatever. So it's not a cure, but you know, even though she walks very slow because this medication is super heavy, like it prevents her from like doing anything too like fast, you know, stuff like that. But she can like think, you know, normally. And so like so she like in a way like her actual self is back now, just with a lot of like side effects and like physical side effects and stuff like that. But you know, thinking wise and emotional wise, she's like pretty solid now, which is great because she hasn't really been like that for like most of my life. So like, you know, when that happened, I just felt like it was really cute because like she's not the type, she's, you know, this is where I get it from. She's not the type to be like, oh, it's okay, sweetie, everything's gonna be okay, I'm here for you, you're brave, you're courageous, you're gonna be okay, I believe in you, anything you want, I will be. She's not that kind of mom. You know what she did? Before this entire scenario happened, I was like, Mom, I'll treat you out to eat, I haven't seen you in a while, like let's go to this restaurant and I'll treat you, you know, like I got my paycheck, let me treat you. When I broke down in front of her and cried like a baby and was like, Mom, you know, she was like, she didn't know what to do. She didn't even know why, like, you know, because I was like too busy crying and not explaining things. And so like, you know what she did? She like pulled out her purse, and you know, she's not able to work or anything, but like she does get like, I guess you could call it like disability funds. Like it's not a lot, but it is something. But she saves up, right? So like she pulls out like a wad of cash, which is like all the disability funds that she's saved up throughout this year. And she's like, let me pay for lunch today. I love my mom so much. I really feel like, oh my god, like I need to see her more often. Oh my god, she's so awkward. I just like start falling, like, Mom, my life falling apart. Like she didn't know what to say. She didn't know what's going on. You know, she's awkward, you know, and that's why I'm awkward too. Like she definitely gave me the awkward genes or whatever. She just fucking pulls out a wad of cash. It's not even that. It's like there's like at least like 10 100 bills, okay? And she's just like, oh, let me pay for lunch today. Like as soon as she said that, I like stopped crying and just like laughed my ass off. And then I was able to calm down a bit and like, you know, tell her what's been going on. And she's just like, you know, she said she actually gave me some really good advice. You know, I haven't felt like this in a long time. You know, it's funny how like, you know, once upon a time she was kind of the reason why I was going through a lot of things. Not to say it in a way where, you know, she was to blame, but like there was a whole arc in my life where it's just like, oh my god, my mom is like not healthy and she's like, you know, doing all these weird things and I'm not able to function. Once upon a time and that same person today is helping me in my second arc of like life being hard. So, you know, life is really funny, you know? Life is really, really funny. So she was like, she gave me one advice, which is like, you know, she said, I don't know how to translate this. Hold on, let me think. She said, you know, don't put, how do I translate it? It's hard. She basically just said, whatever's hurting you a lot, you know, all the things, like, it's not just the one thing, like, the things that are hurting you right now, don't put it on your heart too much. That's just a translation from Chinese, you know? I don't really know how to translate. She's just like, basically, it's what I think too. it's just like, no matter how hurt you are, you can feel the hurt and you will feel it. But you cannot let it like take control. Like you cannot go so deep. Like don't let yourself drown in it. Like if you let yourself drown in all that sorrow and misery, like completely drown you, you will lose yourself. You will lose yourself in the sense that, yeah, you can make yourself sick, like physically, mentally. You know, that's kind of usually the case for a lot of people. And she's like, there's one thing you just need to remember is like, you will feel hurt and, you know, it will take time to heal. And, you know, you might carry this for the rest of your life and stuff like that. But don't ever let it, like, completely drown you, you know? Right now, it's more like Right now, it was... Well, before, I guess. It was more like, you know, I was trying to, like... I was gasping for air, okay? If I had to put an analogy. It's like the ocean, right? I'm in the ocean, and I'm gasping for air, like... Because I can't swim. I'm like, I can't breathe. And that's the struggle, right? That's the struggle. Like, I'm trying to get out of the ocean, and I'm gasping for air. And it's gonna be like that. That's me hurting, right? But if I give up, and I completely allow myself to, like... be engulfed by this ocean, I will just go down and I will never go up. So that's kind of what she means. I'm trying to just draw an analogy because it's really hard to sometimes like translate things because I'm stupid. But yeah, and she's like, you know, this is the time when you're at your... when you're the most hurt, this is the time where you have to look very... you have to open your mind more than usual, right? He's like, open your mind, like, look at your friends. Who can you go to, like, you know, talk about, you know, get some things off your chest. Look at your family. Like, you can spend more time with them. Just, even if there's nothing to do, like, just sitting beside them and, like, you know, it's different. And she's like, and, you know, just look, because there's something. Just like if I have to bring back the ocean analogy, like let's say you're drowning. There must be a boat somewhere. Like swim somewhere. Swim in one direction. Look for a fucking boat. Look for a deflated life raft. I don't know. Look for, I don't know, land or something. Something. Just look. Just keep looking. You know, you have to like force yourself to broaden your horizon and perspective so that you can find something to hold on to. And that's literally the advice that she gave me. Some fucking pretty solid advice. My mom has... I have not felt this way about my mom in a long time. I actually feel like... not for the first time, but like, I feel like... in a long time, I haven't really had, like, my mom be a mom. Not in the sense of, like, she wasn't a mom, like a good mom before or something, but more like just in a, like a nurturing mom. So... and then, you know, that was the... thing that one of the things that I kind of held on to. I was like, wow, in my moment of despair, my mother, of all people, like, is giving me advice. And, you know, she's choosing to, like, take care of me, you know? And I will not take that for granted. Like, my mom going through all that shit and being unable to do many things because of it now is choosing to be a mother to me, which means that I need to realize that and, you know, pick myself back up so I can, like, you know, continue to protect her and all the other lovely people in my life. So, yeah, that was kind of like, she basically threw me a life jacket in a way. I don't know if you guys understand this ocean analogy. I'm just not very good at explaining things, so, like, I tried to do it through analogies. But yeah, like... I just thought it was really cute that, like, she didn't really know how to react. And she just, like, like, we weren't even done eating. You know how, like, usually in restaurants, you finish eating and then you pay for the bill? She panicked so much. She just opened her purse and she just took out $100. It wasn't even $100. It was, like, less than $100. She was like, I'll pay for lunch. I love her so much. But yeah. So we're going on a cruise. Yes, let us go on a cruise. I know, she's so funny. She's definitely, like, a lot, like, happier nowadays. Because before, like, it would be really hard to get her to go out. She like didn't want to do anything. Like I wanted to buy her new clothes and she'd be like, no, I don't want to wear new clothes. And I'm like, but your clothes have holes in them. And she's like, it's okay. And now when I go out with her, she's like, oh, look, 50% off. And I'm like, I didn't even notice that. And I'm like, oh yeah, what do you want to get? And she'll be like, I want to buy pants. And I'm like, okay, I just bought you pants last week, but okay. You know, it's really nice. I'm really happy. You know, it's weird how like, you know, sometimes when certain aspects of your life go to rock bottom, there's some other things that go, a lot better. That's why I'm always saying, like, you know, no matter how bad it gets, there's something that's always gonna be good. You just have to, like, realize it. You know, it can be very small. As small as, like, realizing my mom is, like, a lot happier these days, you know? Sometimes it might be hard to, like, even see that, like, because you're so sad about yourself that you don't even realize, like, hey, your mom, who is usually depressed, is a little bit less depressed. Like, it's hard to realize that when you're in your own headspace, but, yeah, like, try. Try. Put in a lot of effort. It's very important to, like, count the little things. That's what I learned in my, in the past few weeks of my enlightenment. Okay, I need to read the super chat. Okay, Katie Brown, thank you so much for the super. G Gladys, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Oh shit, I lost it. Hold on. The stream makes me want to learn psychology. Honestly, I think that's also probably why I'm interested in psychology too. But there's math, so that like makes me not want to. But you know, we'll see. Maybe one day I might actually do want to study, but we'll see. But I don't think I want to study in Canada. I think I want to study somewhere else. WG Soul, thank you so much for the super. Tumao, thank you so much for the super. Suki, thank you so much for the super. Majin D, thank you so much for the super sticker rose. Thank you. Shima Dada, thank you so much for the super. Dekarucha, thank you so much for the super. Emil, thank you so much for the rose as well. Rodrigo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Lin Jahon, thank you so much for the super. Psychology is hard. Yes, it has math. There's the statistics in psychology, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of like statistics and stuff like that. You know what? Maybe one day I will study it. We'll see. You know, I did think about wanting to be like a guidance counselor for kids because I feel like my own guidance counselors failed me as a kid. So I kind of want to like, you know those people who are like, growing up, I never had anybody to turn to. And so I made it my life's mission to be that person that wasn't there for me when I was a child. I want to be that person for somebody else. But then I was like, that's a little cheesy, so maybe not. You guys are like obsessed with Anne. It's like you almost want Anne to replace Enna or something. Like, ever since I did like that Uno Batu, you guys have been like, oh my god, is it Anne? Oh my god. Anne, is that you? I'm just like, guys, it's Enna, okay? Enna's the real deal, not Anne. Anne's fake. Okay? Anne is suppressed. I even get like fan art of Anne, which is just Enna with no pigtails. So so yeah. Guys, stop. Stop being down bad for like a character that's not like, it's more than fictional. It's like almost not there. Just like an occasional pop-up. Anne is the Chris Say-So one? I don't know. There's many Annes, okay? I can't remember all my characters. I can't remember all my personalities, okay? Like, when I disassociate, just let it be, okay? Hot, though. It's an alter ego. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just like to fuck around and you guys just never let go of it. I'll like introduce a random character and you guys will be like, oh my god, are they coming back? Like, I don't know, I can't remember half of them. Zombie, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Respect from Japan. Thank you for the respect from Japan. Majinji and Emil, thank you guys so much for the lovely roses. Thank you. Oh, I love how like there's some people who threw in roses like flowers. Ginny, thank you so much for the super. Hana-chan no ota koi hontoni subarashi? Is that what it is? I think that's the kanji. Kitto oba-san wa ureshii desu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, thank you. Tsuyudama, thank you so much for the super. Zoom means, thank you so much for the rose. Alpaca, thank you so much for the rose as well. Yukimi, thank you so much for the super. To Enna and your family. ちょっと素敵な歌声をありがとう. Thank you for your wonderful and beautiful voice. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It's very sweet. Yenting, thank you so much for the super. Ako, thank you so much for the rose. Thank you, thank you. Lax, thank you so much for the super. I use the flower emoji like there's no tomorrow in that carrier. I know you guys were spamming that shit, but like that was one of the only times where I'm like, yeah, it's beautiful. Like the entire chat was like, you know, flowers and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys again. It's just really happy. It was really, really happy. And you know, honestly though, my initial plan was to actually draw a flower emote and then upload it as an emote for the members to spam. And then I was like, oh my god, I can't draw a flower. Like it was so ugly. It looked like an egg. Like I wanted to draw like the flowers on my hair, this one, but it looked like an egg. And then I was like, but you know, if I do the emote thing, then only members can do that. And I wanted like everybody to be able to show some sort of support. So then I looked into the emojis, and there actually is a lot of like flower emojis which I didn't know existed. So I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. Like maybe I can ask everyone to use that instead of the light sticks. You know? And you know, and not only that, this was quite a surprise, but like so many people were just so focused on like making sure that my grandma was getting the fullest support ever that like you guys didn't even like type anything. It was just like a wall of flower, which was beautiful. And yeah, like I can't believe that was like a thing. That like I'll always remember that. So thank you guys. I mean, unless I get like dementia one day, but like, you know, to the best of my abilities, as long as I'm healthy, I will always remember that moment. So thank you guys. Shendandan, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Pinkerton, thank you so much for the rose. Majinji and Emil, thank you guys for the roses as well. Nyantan Tam Ziyang, thank you so much for the super. Gambatte na, meccha sugoi arigatou. Thank you. Kai Yak, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Oh, by the way, don't worry about the karaoke not being up. It will be up. I'll just take like some time, so don't worry. It will be back up. Derak. Dekran. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Make me feel so many things with your gorgeous voice. Thank you for singing. Thank you so much. That's really sweet. AK, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Takara Popo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Paws and Pals, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Okay, guys, I need to ask you guys something. Since I have people coming over today,
what should I feed them?
You did such a good job that night. I'm proud of you and happy you could preform for your family. This entire stream is just way too wholesome. I'm gonna have to delete it. Thanks, Kill. I really appreciate that. I saw your raid before the stream started, so thank you. Kill like DM'd me and he was like,
Enna, you need to make it so that I can raid you.
And I was like, oh. For the longest time, I thought nobody raided me because they hated me. I was like, wow, I never get raided.
People from EN must really hate me.
And I didn't even know that you know, it wasn't something that was activated, so. Thanks, Kill. Kill's been a real bestie too. Like, I've been going through a lot and like, Kill's been helping me out too. I've had a lot of friends like helping me recently and I'm very grateful, you know. can't believe you know, some friendships are very unexpected. What should we, pho? I just had pho. Maybe we can get every time people come over, I just think about pizza. Because it's just the easiest thing to get. Burger, sushi, dumplings. Anytime, bestie. Okay. I was gonna you know what? Thank you. I was gonna tease him about something, but it's fine. I was gonna yeah. You gotta learn how to spell better. But yeah. Thank you. Oh, Taco Bell. I haven't had sometimes Taco Bell is a miss or hit. No, I kind of want to eat something healthy. Maybe I should make something. Look, okay guys, look. A cute girl is coming over. She's really beautiful, okay? This is gonna be the first time that she's coming over, so I spelled it that way on purpose. Okay, yeah, I believe you. I don't wanna feed her pizza and be yo, it's not a bro's coming over, bro, man, let's get some pizza, yeah, put your feet on the table, let's watch the hockey game. I don't even do that. But shut the fuck up, chat. I don't care if she's single or not, okay? Don't touch her. You guys, she's way out of your league, okay? I promise. Each and every single one of you guys, way out of your league, okay? Let's just put it out there right now. So I wanna you know, I really have to clean the home. I need to make sure the bathroom is really nice. I gotta spray I don't know, Febreze or something. But yeah, I wanna have a nice meal, a home cooked. Maybe I'll make omurice. You know what? Yes, I will make something. I feel I need to make something nice for this beautiful girl, you know? I wanna be oh my god, hi! I made you a home cooked meal. She'll be oh my gosh, you didn't have to. Oh my gosh, your house is so clean, Anna, you're so beautiful and hygienic and you can cook, you're best waifu. I'll be yeah, you wanna get married. You know? I can't show people my if somebody's really cute and attractive and they're coming over, I can't be ugly. I'll try not to be, you know? I'll be okay. You want sparkling water or still water? You know, that's what I feel I need to present. You know? And then once I get to know them a little bit better, I'll be I have chronic depression. So yeah. But yeah, I'm actually really excited because you know, she's my friend, but she hasn't ever come over because you know, usually I have a roommate who's home, but since she's on vacation, yeah, I've been inviting some friends over, and yeah, it's been really nice. It's been really fun. It brings a different atmosphere to my home too. But before I'd be alone in my house crying and being why does God hate me? The universe is against me. Everyone that hates me. No. Now I have you know, friends coming over, and when they leave, I'm this is a really nice place. Yeah, I took care of this place really well. Yeah. And I cleaned the table, you know. I'm gonna be honest though. I am best waifu. Maybe not personality wise because I say a lot of shit, but in terms of action, when people come over, the past few weeks, I had some friends come over and they have all said, "Oh my gosh, Enna, you're a really good host." I feel so pampered. I'm thanks guys, you're welcome. I don't know why I have so much problems finding you know, someone who will accept me, but you know, I understand. Yeah, I know that. There's one thing I know about myself. I'm very good at taking care of people. Maybe not myself, but other people, easy, you know? Easy. When people need to take a shit, you know what I do? To not make them feel uncomfortable, I put on music, I go into my room, shut the door so they can make all the poo-poo doo-doo noises you know, I'm not gonna be there to hear, okay? I make them feel comfortable. Even though I'm not comfortable with you shit in my toilet, I allow. Go ahead, you know? So, yeah, but you know, I think about stuff like that because when I go to other people's houses, they don't think about stuff like that, and I'm I don't want you to hear me take a shit. So like, yeah, like when my friends take a shit, I go into the room so that they feel less anxious of me, like, you know, not being there to potentially hear anything, you know? And I'll be like, oh, would you like some water? Like, please make sure you have lots of water. Here's water. I don't know. Brita, filter. Yes, hot water. I have hot water all the time. You want tea? Yes, every day. Every single time you come over, different tea. I have like 50 teas that I can't finish. So yeah, like, and I like clean. Well, when they're done eating, I like clean it up. I'm like, please, like, don't feel the need to like stand up and put away the dishes. I will do it. So my friends like coming over, they'll be like, oh my god, it's so pampered. Oh my god, it's so nice. It's so clean. And if they saw what the home looked like before they came, oh my god, they would be very worried. You know, I think one of the biggest reasons why I clean, even though I'm super depressed, when friends come over is because like if they see that, you know, because they know me, like they're my friends, right? So they know like usually that I am very like clean and hygienic and stuff like that. Like, and then they come over and there's like fucking laundry all over the couch and like, I don't know, like I didn't vacuum for like a week or something. They'll be like, oh, are you okay? Like, it's just gonna give them a reason to worry, you know? So, yeah, like, again, responsibility. My sense of responsibility severely overrides any sort of other, you know, like, I could have depression, anxiety, responsibility will always override that to some degree. Hold on. Sorry. Texting, like, my friend who's coming over when they should come over. And they're like, oh my god, Anna, when should I come over today? And I was like, please come over, like, at, like, after 3 p.m. because I need to clean. Oh my gosh, it's already 12:20. Okay, I gotta clean. Okay, I need to finish the super chat so my cute friends can, like, feel cute in my home. I can't wait to smell her hair. Corn Coffee, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. You know what's weird that like I usually like in real life fawn over girls. Now, I'm not like attracted to like I mean like I think she's attractive, but I'm not like attracted to like I don't want to kiss her, you know. But like I do think she's really pretty to the point where I just want to like look at her all the time, like. But like for dudes, sometimes like I don't know, I'm really weird. Like for dudes, even if they're like really attractive, I'll just like look away. I'll just be like, yeah. Yeah. Cute, yeah. Whatever. I know. I have a problem. Haru dasu tahuyungu. Thank you so much for the super. I'm so sorry. Katakana 難しい. Mizuiro. Thank you so much. Mizuiro. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Suri, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Majin T, thank you so much for the rose. Thank you. Sun. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Vanessa-ko, thank you so much for the flower. Thank you. Gloria-chan, thank you so much for the super as well. Anna no utakoi ni itsumo...何? これ、読まない。漢字ほんとに難しい。ちょっと待って。歌声にいつも救われました。きっとおばあちゃんにもその美しい歌声がちゃんと届いていますよ。ありがとう Thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. 優しいメッセージ書いてくれた。本当にありがとうございます。My Japanese is so bad. I get so embarrassed actually. Like, oh my god, the karaoke stream, it was mostly in Japanese and oh my god, it was... Of course, I'm not gonna obviously talk stupidly like Konnichiwa, Opa-chan, you know? I'm not gonna talk like that. Like, that's just my way of coping usually because I just don't want to hear what I sound like speaking Japanese. But I was very nervous. I was like, my Japanese is so bad. But my stepmother was like, oh yeah, we understood everything you said and she understood you. And I was like, that's good. Oof, that's good. The end message to my grandmother was very hard. I was like, You know, I like pride myself on not like crying easily because I have problems. You know, I don't like crying on stream. I know it's very like, I know it's a very like endearing thing, and I know you guys like almost like love seeing shit like that, like YouTubers being like, "Thank you guys." I just want to say that I'm just so lucky. You know, I can't do shit like that. I can do that by myself. Like I'll be like, but it's ugly. So yeah, so like, you know what? The Go XLR is a really great tool. You know, if you need to mute, you just press a button and you're like, "Don't cry, don't cry," and then you unmute when you're ready. But yeah, it was a little hard. Not gonna lie. I was like ready too. I was like, oh shit, like this is my time to give a message to my grandmother, but like in front of like a 1,000 other people. This is awkward. Obviously, I prefer not to do that, but like, yeah. I was given very, very, not much options. Yeah. Enna speaks Japanese very well. Really? I hope so. I used to speak a little bit better. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Atch404, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Murasaki, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Tamo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Majin D, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Mugi, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Pinkerton, MPJ, DD, Koi Kupin, and Mint and Sisyphine. Thank you guys so much for the flower, the rose flower stickers. Thank you, thank you. That's so sweet of you guys. A Dearest, thank you so much for the super. Orion Hunter, thank you as well. Thank you, thank you. G Gladys, thank you so much for the super as well. Thank you, thank you. If you finally get to visit your dad, maybe you can practice your Japanese. Oh, the thing is, like, if it's just me and my dad, we speak in Chinese. So, you know, like, but, you know, if my stepmother is in the conversation, then we'll switch to Japanese, which gets very hard. You know, like, there's this thing where people tend to speak the language even though you don't understand anything, but they just, like, continue. Like, my stepmother does the same thing my grandmother does, which is, like, if I look like I visibly do not understand something, she'll, like, say it again. And then all I have to do is pretend, oh yes, the second time you said it in that same language, I understand, yes. You know, and then I have to look to my dad and be like, what did she say? And my dad will be like, my dad will like summarize an entire paragraph of my stepmother's like, I don't know, whatever she says, into like 3 words. You know, my stepmother will be like, okay, so the plan for today is we're going to have this at this place, this at that place, and then we're gonna travel here and we'll be at this place, and then we'll have dinner at this day. And I look to my dad, I'd be like, what did she say? He'd be like, she planned breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so don't plan anything else. That's it! I'm like, okay. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, it's like, you know, sometimes she gets mad at my dad for not translating word for word. She'll be like, no, she has to understand, like, you know, I said so much, like, you can at least, like, put an effort to understand, like, to translate it. And my dad would be like, I did. It's just shorter in Chinese. And I'm like, he's lying. He's just, like, shortening it. He's just like, no, it's exactly what it means. It's just, sounds shorter because the words are different, because they're in Chinese. And I'm like, Dad, stop gaslighting your wife, please. It's the funniest shit, dude. Yeah, he's so funny. But I mean, like, I do understand Japanese more than I can speak it, so. Okay. Magenta, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Pon-chan, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Harumi, Murasaki, Benji, and Majinji, thank you guys for the roses again. Thank you, thank you. Bintak, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Alien, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Speaking of Alien, did you guys hear Ren's bass karaoke? I don't know what it's called. Bass cover karaoke. It was so dope. I didn't know Ren could play the bass. Like, I don't know a lot of people who can play the bass and play it well, so I was quite surprised. It was really great. It was wonderful. Yeah. Wait, hold on. I need to check something. Okay. Sorry, I was checking something. Okay, Silent, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Luna, thank you so much for the super. Thank you.
Maybe one day I should show you guys my piano skills. Dun 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 dun. I don't know.
And I actually don't know how to play the piano that well. I know how to play Dear You.
It's one of the easiest things to play.
The only thing is I don't really know how to set up a piano, you know? It's kind of... There's like a delay and stuff like that, so... I know how to play a song with my feet. But it's not like I'm using all of my feet. I'm just using like my big toe. So like there's this song. I forgot what it's called. I think you guys might know it if I sing it. It goes like... Dun da 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 dun 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 dun. Da-da-dun-dun, you know, it's that. But it's actually a two-person... Like, usually there's like one person playing on the left side because they have to use both their hands. And then somebody plays like the melody, which is da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. So like, maybe ask Petra for help. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. I can maybe ask her because she's done piano streams. But yeah, so like, instead of making a friend and, you know, asking them to like perform this with me, I, as a kid, decided it would be easier to command my big toe to replace the friend that I could have potentially made and just play the entire piece myself. And so like I practiced that as a kid for like hours with my big toe, and like I more or less got it down. Like, you know, I have to say like it's not perfect because like it is hard to be nimble with your feet, but you know, I did kind of do it, so yeah. Yeah, this is like the degree of how much I don't want to make friends. Shimekomu, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Chizuru, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. 素敵な声、素敵な歌をありがとう。本当にありがとうございます。Thank you. ぐるぐるとかん、thank you so much for the flower. 花ローズありがとう。Sophie, thank you so much for the Aka Super. Thank you. Man, I'm crying so hard and missing my family so bad at the same time. Thank you for the wonderful karaoke, Enna, and I want to give you all the best luck in the world. Also, a big hug. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sophie. That's really nice of you to say, and don't worry, everything will be okay. Thank you. I hope you get to see your family soon, too. Althea Yao, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Majin, D, Emil, Pinkerton, and Mia, thank you guys for the roses. Thank you. Higugu, thank you so much for the pink super. Thank you. The great thing about this new like YouTube feature is that it actually like shows you like it actually highlights like the color of the super chat, because before it didn't. So now I can actually like, you know, see the colors, which is really nice because it's colorful. I like it. Zoomings, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Robo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Mamu, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Jojo, thank you so much for the super as well. Thank you. Sorry guys, I'm really focusing on super chats because I really want to like thank each and every single one of you for being, you know, so supportive on that day. And also like, I need to clean. Like, I need to clean shit. Okay, you know. This cute girl, like, it's a big deal, okay? I don't really get a lot of cute girls coming over, so I don't even get people coming up. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't really have, like, I don't usually invite my friends over because, like, again, like, being a good host, it takes a lot of energy, and, you know, I'm tired all the time. But, you know, I'm very excited for this one friend to come over, okay? I like how I completely disregarded the second friend that's coming over because it's just, like, you know, they've came over before, and, like, they're not as beautiful, so I'm just kidding. But, like, you know... Yeah. I'm so mean. Yeah, it's just some dude. I'm a neat freak. Pretty privileges, I know. No, but I'm mostly excited because like my friend who has never come over before has never come over. So usually I'm like I want to make a good impression, you know? Like it's like that for all of my friends. Like if they come over for the first time, I'll be like, oh my god, like, you know? So, bros get no love, man? No, I do? Please. I even clean the toilet before they come, okay? Like, who does that? I hate cleaning the toilet. Ara. My microphone. Ara. Oh no, it came off. Oh shit.
Oh no. I told you guys. My curse.
Shit. Oh no, please. Wait, I need this. Hold on. Oh shit. Ah! Please. No. Oh no. Okay, hold on. I think it just like unscrewed itself, so I'll do that. Oh yes, okay, it's fine.
Oh, scared me. Okay, I mean, all my friends are beautiful. They're more beautiful than me. I've never seen more beautiful people in my life besides the people in my life who are my friends, my besties. They're all, each and every single one of my friends are like fucking Vogue supermodels or something. I am the ugly friend in the friend group. It's me. I'm ugly. See, that's ugly. They're not ugly. I project. That's all.
Is it good now? Okay. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Okay! Kurayami, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Arch404. Aka super, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the Aka super. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Doj, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. 素晴らしい時間をありがとう。切ってくれた。Thank you. Majin D, thank you so much for the Aka super. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Wait, what does this say in kanji? 完璧、ありがとう。Thank you, Majin D. Melted Ice Cubes, thank you so much for the pink super. Thank you. あと、ジュローザ、thank you so much for the super. Thank you. えなちゃんの気持ちと素敵なお歌がおばあちゃん、おばあさまに届いていますように。ありがとう Yes, thank you very much.
I like how I'm like, reads in Japanese, doesn't know how to respond. Yes! My brain doesn't work like them. If I speak in Japanese, then I have to like, kind of like, speak it for the rest of the moment. I can't really switch between languages fast because then my brain is just like, yes!
Hompu, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Lin Jiahong, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Emichi, thank you so much for the flower. Thank you. Katie Brown, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Pinkerton, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Nome, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. I feel really distant to most of my family, but the way you still have a good relationship with your parents, despite your rough childhood, warms my heart. You know, like, I do understand, like, I'm pretty privileged in that aspect, whereas, you know, we've been through a lot, and, you know, I've had, like, moments where, honestly, like, I've definitely had moments where, like, I thought about, like, maybe just not being in much contact with, you know, both my mother and my father, you know? Because I could have chose to really take it to a more depressing degree, like, oh my god, my dad was never around, you know, growing up. My mom, you know, was sick and always doing weird shit and, like, you know, doing stuff like that. I really could have, but I just feel like if I did that, like, all the good parts of them and the good moments coming from them would be kind of like wasted. Like, it would be kind of like the equivalent of like throwing the good side of them into the trash, which I don't really want to do. So, like, usually if your parents are pretty much okay, like good, like that's honestly like you're already like way more privileged than like some people are born into this world and they don't even get to see their parents. Like, they're born and then they're abandoned. Or like, you know, some people's parents like pass away early, or like they're just not there, actually not there. So yeah, I'm pretty privileged, so I need to like really understand that. So, you know, even though maybe some of you guys are distant with your family, I hope you can still find that sense of like family in, you know, like a friend or maybe even a stranger that you get to know. Because family isn't really just like, oh, the people who raised you. Like I said, like I didn't really grow up with my step-grandmother, but I still consider her to be family, even though I've only really like got to hang out with her a handful of times. But no, if you really just like remember, they're good times, and it is like it is family. So yeah. How about in you? Keely, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Hitsuji, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Umeta, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. 素敵な時間をありがとう。日本語とても上手。で、いました。ありがとう。ありがとうございます。Thank you. I'm not gonna answer that question, chat. Okay. You know, there's a line, you know? There's a line. You guys can ask, and you guys can answer. And I need to draw a line. Even if I feel differently, or even if we feel the same way, or whatever, I don't care. There's a line I need to draw. Okay? Hakuyu say, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Kurake, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I have a package that I need to pick up, so I will be right back. It's a very important one. Okay, so I need to go down because I was waiting for this one. The delivery guy is like downstairs. So I need to put on my pants. Ugh. My pants. I find them. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. I will be right back, chat, okay? Tadaima! I feel like I was running downstairs and I was like, oh my god, I'm hungry. So I grabbed like, you know, those waffle thingy. I don't know what it's called. Well, you know, I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Waffle biscuits or whatever. So like, you know, like those animes where like they put toast, like the anime girls put toast in their mouth and they're running to school because they're late. So I was like, oh my god, it's my chance to eat something. So I was like going down and munching on this like waffle thingy, and the guy is looking at me like, oh, are you an Alouette's package for you? I'm like, yes, that's me. Yeah. I know. I was so hungry. I was like, oh my god, I'm finally stopped talking. I can like eat something. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to like really focus on super chats because I do need some time to like clean up. So, let us super chat read. I'm really fucking stupid. You guys know that, right? Like, I feel like you guys don't understand how stupid I am sometimes. Like, I know sometimes it's like... I know sometimes, you know, it's like, oh yeah, she's probably pretending, or like she's just like, you know, not thinking. No, guys, I'm actually really dumb. Like, I'm like I used to pretend to be dumb, and now I'm kind of like... I don't know how I slipped this far. I need to read a book. I need to read a book or something. I don't know. Like, my brain's not working anymore. Not the most... Okay, guys, I get it. Like, I like how you guys are like... Not the most eloquent, yes. Wow. No, I don't know a lot of big words. But at least, the words that I do know, I know how to spell, so... so, no. There's other dumb people in this branch as well. Okay, let's not lie. Okay, Kobe Cho, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Yulian, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Salty Zero, thank you so much for the super. Thank you, thank you. Valentine 307, thank you so much for the pink super. Thank you, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm so hungry. Once I start eating it, that's great though, because I haven't felt like this hungry in a while. Like, I think that's how... You know how you know that your mood is improving is when you're hungry. If you're hungry, that means you have a good appetite, which means that you're... Oh, but I do know, like, I was talking to my friend about this, and my friend was telling me that when he's depressed, he, like, overeats. So I found that very interesting, because when I'm depressed, I don't eat anything. That's why I, like, lose a lot of weight. But, like, some people, like, eat when they're depressed. So, I don't know how it works. Like, it just, like, I guess it's different for everyone. Stress eating. Oh, yeah. That's what it's called. Stress eating. Because eating is comforting. Oh, that makes so much sense. It is comforting. But I wonder why I don't do that when I'm stressed. When I stress, I just... I don't know. I guess it's like I don't seek comfort because I'm already uncomfortable, so I know that nothing will make me comfortable, so I just don't do anything. We all cope in different ways. That is very true, yes. Everyone's got different stress responses. Yeah, that's very true, yeah. That's why, like, they always say that stress is like 99.9% of like all diseases or something, which is, I guess, kind of true. It can come out in forms of different ways because we're all so different, which is really difficult to like pinpoint sometimes. Oh, stress can actually cause physical harm. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I proved that to myself. Like, I was stressing so bad, my period would not stop bleeding. I was bleeding non-stop for like 2 months straight. It was horrible. So yeah, stress definitely will affect you physically if it's bad enough. It's great. That was sarcasm. It's not great. But yeah, I'm a lot healthier now. I'm sure you guys can tell too, because I don't sound like I want to cry every day. Even though I still do. I know my self-deprecating jokes are a little bit heavier than usual, so you know what? Just let me do it, okay? I'm telling you guys the reason why, so like I hope you guys understand. I know I'm throwing it like left and right and up and down, but just let me do it, okay? It helps, okay? It helps when I laugh at myself, okay? And then I cry afterwards, and then I laugh at crying at myself. So yeah, it helps. Thanks, guys. I was talking to my friends, and my friends are just like, okay, I know your self-deprecating jokes are like your usual thing, but it's gotten like really like, you're throwing it way more often than usual. I'm just like, just let me do it. Just let me do it. Like, it's just like, oh yeah. Don't like, I'm just saying, if you need to talk about anything, just let me know. And I'm just like, yeah, that's why I'm here. Like, I'm talking. Okay. Like, I even started to do it in Chinese in front of my dad. Usually when I talk to my dad, I don't really make a lot of self-deprecation jokes because I guess it's a little hard, and you know, my dad would just be like, why would you say it? Like, hey, don't say that. Like, but you know, I was even like doing it to my dad. Like, how do I like translate this? For example, he'll say something like, you know, well, he'll say something like life is hard, right? And I'll say something, well, usually in English I'll be like, yeah, I know it's hard, because if it wasn't, then I'd be dead. But I usually don't say that stuff to my dad, because he doesn't like listening to stuff. Like, he always thinks that, like, sarcasm and self-deprecating humor is not, like, really ladylike. I guess, like, he just has that kind of mindset. So, you know, that's why I don't do it in front of him, so he thinks I'm a nice lady. And I'll be like, yeah, Dad, life is hard. You know, like that. But, yeah, yesterday, like, you know, he was like, yeah, Enna, life is hard. I'm just like, yeah, I know, because I'm not dead yet. But I said in Chinese. And he was just like... and I was like, sorry. I mean, I don't want to die. I just... Sorry. You know? Like, it's like, you gotta learn to, like, not speak like a dude. And I was like, Dad, it's 2022. Like, everybody speaks like a dude and everyone speaks like a girl. Like, there's no such thing as a lady and a dude, and there's not, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like actually though, like, it's 2020. Like, no, as long as you're like a human and you're not like invading the earth or whatever, like, nobody gives a shit anymore. I think most people. And he's just like, well, I just want you to learn good habits. Like, if you, and he's like, I'm just helping you because you're always complaining that nobody loves you. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, you know, at least like present yourself well on the first impression, and that's like from habits. And I'm like, I guess so. I hate that he's right. Okay, fine. I will be a lady. Sorry for having a personality, Dad. Sorry for having the personality that you gave me. Sorry. Sorry I wasn't like your... Sorry I'm not like your wife. Boring. Have you ever... Okay. If you think about it... Let me read some super chats first before I start talking. Tato, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Suzuri, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Akio and Murphy, thank you guys so much for the roses. Thank you. Hans, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Oi-chan, thank you so much for the super once again. Thank you. この世界をあなたと一緒にあなたの Oi-chan, why are you writing stuff in Japanese? I know you're not. I know you don't speak Japanese. この世界をあなたと一緒に送ってくれたあなたと家族に感謝します。Thank you to your family for gifting this world with you. Oh my god, that was actually wholesome. Now I feel bad for being mean. Okay, the wholesome moments are over, guys. That's why I'm like being mean again. Thank you so much, Boy-chan. Thank you. choco cone. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Sukiyaru-yo. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Max. Thank you so much for the Aka super. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Too much wholesome for Enna for one day. Yeah, actually though. We gotta chill. Yana, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Omiso, thank you so much for the super. 初めてのスーパーチャットです。新しい歌でした。ありがとう。Oh, thank you so much for giving me your first super. アミソさんのファーストスーパー。ありがとう。本当にありがとうございます。Thank you. 髪の右手。Thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Masumi, thank you so much for the super. As a grandma's girl, I cried because I missed her so much. Thank you for this, and I hope you can be with your grandmother before the inevitable happens. I did the stream knowing that I wouldn't be able to. But I am very happy that she got to watch it live. And yeah, I'm happy that like you were here so that there was some sense of like, you know, reminder of our... Because I had like elderly... Well, I've had like, you know, my grandpa passed away early too, and I didn't get to catch him before he passed away. So in a way, it kind of feels good to know that at least I caught somebody. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for the wonderful message. Thank you. Chidi, thank you so much for the super. For the flower, thank you. Mari, thank you so much for the super as well. おばあちゃんだけでなく、私たちにも素晴らしな時間をありがとう。Thank you so much. 来てくれてありがとうございます。And last one for the karaoke supers. Crisp, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. I think I talk too much. I might go on tangents too much. It's not really good. No, I don't really talk too much. If I'm like just chilling. Like stream. Or when I'm with friends. Well, when I'm with friends, like I don't talk too much, but I guess it's obviously because I'm streaming, so I feel like I have to say something. Every tangent means you have less time to clean for the cute friend girl. Okay. You're right though. Okay. I'm just gonna read the donos from that karaoke as well. Disco Mooney, thank you so much for the Aka Dono. Thank you for the amazing karaoke. It is very unfortunate that you can see her, but your beautiful voice was able to reach her. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind message. I like how it was in question marks, like, thank you for the amazing karaoke? I guess maybe it was written in Japanese, so maybe some people were like, oh, what's happening? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Brendan, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you. Thank you for such an incredibly beautiful and moving karaoke. I'm so happy that you're able to bring comfort and solace with your remarkable voice from afar. Blessings to your grandmother, family, and you. Thank you so much. You guys really did. It's not even just my grandmother who feels really loved by you guys, but even my dad and my stepmother, like, you know, they're all from the era where, like, you know, streaming is very foreign to them. So the concept of, like, you know, getting so much support from people they don't even know is like, it was really like positively overwhelming for them. So yeah, they really wanted to let you guys know that they are very, very grateful, and they don't even know who the fuck you guys are. Mahiro, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. 優しいえなちゃんが大好きです。おばあちゃん、幸せでありますように。Thank you so much. Sure your grandma feels the thoughts that is put into your lovely singing and heartwarming message. I love you, Anna. You're one of the most sweetest persons I've ever met. Sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just feel kind of awkward getting so much support after like, you know, me misbehaving and shit like that. So it's like, I feel like I'm probably not the sweetest person in the world, but that's really nice of you to say regardless. Neon Donna, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Seki Banki, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Recently had to stay in the hospital because of kidney stones. Oh my god! And your VODs were the only thing that kept me sane. So thank you so much. But I didn't have any headphones, so I think my nurse hates both you and me now. Damn! Your nurse needs to take a break. That really sucks. Kidney stones, like, I've never had them before, but my friend has had them, and he said they were, like, terrible. So I really hope... I hope they got them out and that you recover from it quickly. I wish you all the best. Irufa, thank you so much for the super. Hi, and I became an Alu Peep in October after stumbling upon your karaoke, but was really sad to know that I missed your English karaoke since I didn't know you then. Do you think you'll ever rebroadcast that karaoke in the future? It's okay if not. I've actually already rebroadcasted it, but don't worry, like, we'll definitely do more English karaoke. I've just been kind of really busy with other stuff, but I will try to plan at least one karaoke a month. At least. So, yeah, I hope you guys can, like, catch up on that one. Minzy, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you. Okay. So, I was gonna tell you guys. As a kid, and even now, you know how you, like, well, you know how, like, some of us must know our friends' mothers and stuff like that, right? How many, like, there's probably not a lot of chances for you to really get to know your friends' parents that much because it's kind of awkward and also, like, unlikely because you're hanging out with your friends and not their parents. But, you know, I feel like from my personality, if I ever became a mom and my son or daughter's friends kind of got to know, you know, me and my husbando. First of all, I'm just gonna tell you guys, my husband's gonna have a personality, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna fucking marry some boy and ask you to, like, hello, would you like a cup of coffee, dear? Bro, like, no. I'm sorry, there's just... Like, that's really nice, but, like... I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to wake up and be like, wow, it's a wonderful day. The weather is really cool. I want to wake up and be like... I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm picky. But, like... Yeah, a personality. You know, like, a personality. Like... No. You know, oh, this is a good example. Like, you ask, like, your significant other for an opinion. They'll be like, yeah, whatever. Anything's fine with me, honey. You're like... Well, I guess, like, occasionally it's fine, but, like, if it's all the time, like, hey, do you want, like, especially if it's for them. Let's say, like, oh, hey, I noticed that you need to get more underwear. Shall we do that? And they say something like, oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. If you'd like to get underwear for me, sure. Like, I'm asking you. I'm asking. I think you mean being genuine? Maybe, yeah. Strong preference or conviction? Yeah, maybe that's what I mean. Like, just, like, not too, like... simple-minded, maybe? I don't know. Like, maybe not too chill. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to go somewhere, like... Oh, this is a good example. Because some of my friends are like this. I'll be like, hey, where do you want to go? Like, you know, if we were traveling in another country, I'd be like, oh yeah, is there anything you want to do? You know, blah, blah, blah. You know. Anything's fine. What do you want to do? Or like, I'm asking you because I don't know what I want to do. So I'm asking you if there's something you want to do because I already did everything that I wanted to do. But you know, like, most people are in between, you know? Most people are not going to be that chill. And most people are not going to be that, like, oh my god, we have to... I have another friend who's the exact opposite. And it's like, I can only see them, like, once every 6 years. Because, like, oh my god, like... They were like, oh my god, so we have to go here. And at 2 p.m. we have to go here because it has to be at 2 p.m. because at 3 p.m. it's like there's like a it's gonna be a long line and we're gonna have to wait 2 hours in line and it's just not worth it. But like if it's 2 p.m. that's a sweet spot. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. You know, that's just like I just want a normal person, guys. No. So back to my, initial topic. I feel that when my kids make friends and their friends kind of like get to meet, my kids, well, me and my husbando, I feel like we'd be the cool family. Like those kids who are friends with my kid would be like, I love Enna's kids' parents. Let's just name my kid Jimmy for now, okay? That's not gonna be his name. Let's just name my kid Jimmy. I want Jimmy's friends to be like, I love Jimmy's parents. They're so cool. Every time I go over, they give cookies and they make me laugh and they're so funny. I think Jimmy's mom is so pretty and funny. And oh my god, I think like I like Jimmy's mom more than Jimmy. And Jimmy's dad is really funny too. Like I want that. I'll be like the cool, like on the, and then word will spread in the school like, oh my god, I love Jimmy's parents. You should be friends with Jimmy because if you go over to his house, like you can get free cookies and stuff, Jimmy will hate you. Why? I would like that. And then like imagine Jimmy being in high school and his high school being like, yo Jimmy, your mom's kind of cool though. Like I'd hit that. Yeah, that means I've made it. That means I've become a hot mom. That's my goal. If I can't be hot in my teen years and my early adult years, I will be a hot mom. That's my next goal. Okay, I will continue to raise the bar, okay? If I missed this arc, then I will strive to be hot mom. If I missed the hot mom arc, I strive to be hot grandma. I will take whatever. And if I miss that, all of that, and I die, at least I tried, okay? At least I tried. I really did. I tried. Yes. I try. I will try. Like I want Jimmy's like university friends to be like, yo Jimmy, like is that your mom? Oh my gosh, she looks so young. She doesn't look like she's 50 at all. I'll be like, yo Jimmy though, like your mom's single. And then like my hot husband and dad comes out and be like, oh shit, a dilf. Well, your family good looking though, Jimmy. Like, that's right. I want to be like, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know that movie? Yeah, like that. We come out like in our like fucking, oh, like the Spy X Family, like like a hot family. I'm just like come out and be like, but with the personality, which is more important. And then Jimmy's just like, yo, bro, that's gross. It's just my mom and dad. Like, I know they look good, but like, they're old. I want to be like those parents. Be like old but cool. I'll be like, look at my husband and be like, we made it. The kids think we're hot. Yes! Oh my god, I'll never have a family. I'm so lonely. Okay, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, what a sad life I live. That I have to like envision dreams ahead of time to somewhat feel something. Chiliax, thank you so much for the first soup of today. Thank you. Pasta La Vista, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Cabby, thank you so much for the super. Cute thumbnail. Yes, this thumbnail is really cute, even though I have no idea why it was so blurry. Oh, Miguel, thank you so much for the super. Why did you change your name to You're the Sweetest, Enna? There's a lot I'd like to say for now. I'll just say that I'm very happy you're here with us. Love you. We are your Alopeet and we are here for you. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm also here too. Most of the time. Even if I don't want to be. Kosaka-kun, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Fresh Zuka, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. The 144p thumbnail won't stop me from saying how 2160p 4K you are. Platonic kisses to our dear bird. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you very much. I appreciate this. Oh! VJ, thank you so much for the rainbow super. Thank you. And I won't be at the Zatsu today. I will watch the VOD tonight. My friends took the day off today just to hang out with me and go somewhere. Nice to eat because my birthday was yesterday, and today is the only time we can hang out since our schedules can never match up, so it's going to be a nice change of pace. Adulting is rough. Have fun. Also, if it isn't too much, even if I'm not here, can I get a belated happy birthday? Maybe a small roast from our favorite songbird, Enna Alouette of NIJISANJI, third wave Ethyria. Thanks for being such a platonic, lovable goofball, and for dragging me into the Niji rabbit hole. I'm glad I'm here. We'll be looking forward to the other streams this week, especially you playing Pokemon for the first time. VJ, happy belated birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful time right now with your friends. I'm so happy to hear that you are actually spending your birthday with people around you and not with us, because that's just gonna be you on the computer. So I'm actually very happy to hear that. Like, genuinely, I'm very proud. Finally, an Alu people who knows what they need to do on their birthday. I like every time there's somebody in the chat who's like, "Oh my god, it's my birthday, by the way." I'm like, "Why are you here? Like, go, have a birthday cake. Hang out with your friends, your family. Go. I can only say happy birthday. I can't give you any more than that. Go. Be happy." But they're always here, and I'm just like, what do I do? So, VJ, happy belated birthday. Thank you so much for your support, and for some reason giving me a nice gift on your birthday. I hope you're having the best day today, and many more birthdays to come. Thank you. And regarding the Pokemon thing, so talking to a friend yesterday, and I was like, bro, like, I don't play Pokemon. Like, the only reason why I'm playing is because I'm running out of things to play. Like, the only things I have on my list are horror games, and I'm not like, right now I'm not like mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepared to play horror games. Like, after October, I was like, I'm traumatized, you know? Too much. So like, I was like, okay, wow, I've like gone so on the deep end in my life that I've literally turned to Pokemon. Like, I have never had any interest in Pokemon. So like, yeah. But you know, a lot of people are saying that like the one that I picked for this week, I think it was called Pokemon Shining Pearl or something. Apparently it's really fun, so I am a little bit excited to start playing it. So I do hope it is fun, and I think it will be. But you know, I don't know any Pokemon except for Pikachu, Snorlax, Skitty, and Misty. Yes, I think that's all I know. 4. And I learned that Brock and Ash are... Well, sorry, no, Ash is the main character, and Brock is not the main character, but he is kind of like in the group of main character circles. So, yeah. Oh, Misty isn't a Pokemon? Oh shit, wait, who am I thinking about then? Wait, Misty's not... Oh shit, I can't remember the names, you know? I really can't. Misty Pokemon. Wait, who is Misty? Shit. Oh, it's the orange hair girl. Oh, I was thinking about another I guess I confused the Pokemon. Okay, whatever. Anyways, like, I will learn in the game, okay? So, yeah, it's fine. Misty's the only girl that stays... Look, I don't know, man. I don't know, okay? I really don't. Oh, yes, I've heard of Squirtle. Yes, the turtle one with the squirt toe thing. Okay. Anyways, Kimitsu RA, thank you so much for the super. Dear Enna, some people were wondering, how do we eat? Some say Among Us mouth, others say one eye is a mouth. Otherwise, I hope you're well. Have a nice day. Okay, so there's this thing called immersion. So you don't ask a lot of questions about how it works because it's like not real. But if you really want a lore as to how you guys consume food, I've kind of already explained that, like, when you guys are hungry once every 5 years, okay? You don't need food, okay? You guys are like deprived of life in general, so you don't need food. You're just a ball of marshmallow. There's like a secret mouth that does not appear, and it will appear in like your the stomach area, you know? That's how it is. Or photosynthesis, whichever you want. I don't know, guys. I didn't think about it that far. I just designed it, and I just thought it would be cute if you guys didn't have a mouth, because then you guys could shut up all the time, you know? And also, I just thought, like, hey, since I can't hear chat anyways because it's all text, like, it makes sense that you guys don't have a mouth, just to represent that you guys don't have a voice in this community. Yeah, so... I'd rather photosynthesis because then I don't really have to do anything to sustain myself except get sunlight. Honestly, let's go with that. I think I like that concept. You guys are so, like, chill sometimes that I feel like that makes more sense, you know? Let's just go with the photosynthesis thing. Here's the lore. For you guys to consume food and nutrients, it's photosynthesis, okay? You just sit there and you, like... Yeah. You just sit there and you, like, leech off of things, you know? You don't have to necessarily eat. You just... By you existing, you just take. That's what you guys are. So... Yeah, I think it fits really well. I like that. I like that one, yeah. You just sit there all day and you just leech off of the entertainment that we give you. Okay, that was kind of mean. Yeah. But I do like the photosynthesis thing. I think it's really interesting. Shadow Demon Lord, thank you so much for the super. Voitan, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Notorious BSG, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Little ink dots. I just come in and the first thing I hear is no more posy. I think I missed something. Well, you know, it's just another day of like our normal day-to-day rituals. At this point, I don't think you should be surprised. Ghost of Palmu, thank you so much for the super. We clown on the whole touching grass concept, but the sunlight and vitamin D before someone says vitamin D's nuts really helps me with my physical and mental health. Yeah, being D's nuts really helps with my health too. No, but it's true though. Like if you guys go out and like, you know, actually synthesize or something, like it is good for you. So please do that once in a while, even if it's just on the balcony or something. Your boy Stephen Adams, thank you so much for the super. Crawford, thank you so much for the super. Hi Anna, a windstorm made it so I had no power for 3 days, alone with my thoughts for that long. Good to hear you. Your voice is much nicer than mine. I think I heard your voice and it was pretty good, so like don't put yourself down. Also, that's terrible. I can't imagine being like alone for 3 days, but actually I can because I've been alone my whole life. So yeah, glad to have you back. Noir Poet, thank you again for the Akasupa. And you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. I don't think I'm strong. I think I'm just like stupidly resilient. That's like different. But thank you. Patrick Star, thank you so much for the super. Teddy, thank you so much for the super as well. Thank you. Jovek, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. About the 140... Okay guys, I get that my thumbnail was blurry. It's not my fault. The actual picture, when I rendered it out on Clip Studio Paint, was fine. It was like high quality. I have no idea why when I like put it as a thumbnail on YouTube, it was like super fucking blurry. I tried to fix it for like half an hour. I was like literally hinting at you guys like, hey, my thumbnail's blurry. Does anybody know why? Is this a YouTube thing? Is it this like, do I have to render it in a different format or a pixel or like a percentage? You motherfuckers, like instead of actually giving help, you guys say things like, I like it when Enna streams 240p or 140p because it makes her voice match with her personality a bit more. Like, you know, low personality, low quality personality, low quality sound. Like, yeah, what the fuck, guys? Like, that's like, I almost got pissed off, but I didn't because I don't care about your opinions. I don't know. So, yeah. Oh, it says, I just think that lowering your resolution enhances your personality. Sorry if it sounded like an insult. Don't worry, I was joking too. So that's right. Little ink dots, thank you so much for the super. Anna the comedian, if you have a show, I will 100% will buy the ticket. Not me, I'm a clown. Oh, hold on. What's that, guys? Sorry. I thought somebody knocked on the door. For a second, I thought it was someone else's door. It just sounded like, you know, mine. Okay. Alejandro Soto, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Mommy Enna for free? What the fuck are you talking? What? 144p Enna streams do hit kind of different. Okay. Like, if that's the low quality life that you want, like, good for you guys. So, like, I want high quality. So, like, what are we talking? Like, what are you guys even talking? See, like, it's we've lost the wholesomeness. We've lost it. SC out of context. Yes, I don't understand. I'm not your mom. I'll never be your mom, and I will not be anybody's mom except for Jimmy's. Okay. Oh, also, if your name is Jimmy, I don't mean you. I mean the Jimmy that doesn't exist yet. Yui, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Reject me so I can move on. I've literally rejected you from day one. Like, I don't understand how you still think that you know, like, doesn't make any sense. Sissy Fine, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Maxwell, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Noir Poet, I don't think you need to force yourself to act how people should act. Just do what comes naturally to you. The right people will eventually accept. Yeah, I kind of realized that, like, throughout the past couple years. Like, when I stopped trying to be someone else, I finally found friends that could accept my horrible, ugly self, you know? And they're actually okay with it. Like I'll be like, oh my, I'll say the like meanest things. I'll be like the meanest person, and they'll be like, you're so funny, Anna. I'll be like, well, I guess I am. I have a problem. I need to see my therapist soon, guys. Your boy Stefan Adams, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Sully Mike, thank you so much for the super. Mori Calliope has expressed interest in collaborating with you. Would you collab with her if it asked? Oh my gosh, why does it sound like a paparazzi question? Like, excuse me, Enna Alouette, Mori Calliope has expressed interest in collaborating with you. What is your response to that? My response is, I'm not responding to you. I will probably, like, you know, if anybody, respond to her. So let us see what the future holds, my friend. Let us see. Ghost of Palmu, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Shifu, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Will NIJISANJI Ian male stream with hollow female? Will grammar ever exist in the sentence? Why are you asking me like I'm the CEO of NIJISANJI? I don't know, ask somebody else. Why are you asking me? That's like asking if NIJISANJI is going to, like, still be alive in the next 5... How the fuck would I know? I don't know. Yes? No? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, guys. I really don't, okay? I don't have any friends anyways. So, honestly, like, if I make a friend, I'll be happy. If I don't make a friend, I'll be happy too. So, yeah, put that on those VTuber news channels, okay? I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I got some other things to deal with, okay? I got a cute girl coming over, and that's what I care about right now, so, yeah. Zhao, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. You're asking me all these questions like I'm the CEO or something. Dreamwalker, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Devin Haas, thank you again for the Aka super. Thank you. Kremlin, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. I'd like to ask if it's okay to make a fan-made envy of your karaoke cover and upload it online without monetization. Wish you a lovely day. I am gonna personally give you the okay because I feel like that's really nice of you to do. So yeah, that'd be totally okay with me. Thanks for asking. Night Rats, thank you so much for the super. Maybe a bit TMI, but I have bipolar disorder and it really upsets me when I'm at work and can't bring myself to be productive. Like the past month or so, I don't feel like I've done enough. I'm really sorry to hear that. That sounds like a very difficult thing to go through. Especially because, like, you know, I'm sure you realize this, but it just sounds like a really bad, like, vicious cycle where you feel like you don't do enough, but you probably are just, like, you know, in a state where you literally cannot feel like you do enough. So that's really tough. I really hope, like, there can be something that could help, like, make it a little bit more pragmatic and sustainable. So I really wish you all the best. I'm not really knowledgeable about like bipolar disorder or anything. So all I can say is I really hope you can find something that is a little bit more sustainable, because for sure, like, if you're that upset about being not productive, even though you kind of put yourself out there as if like you're doing a lot, in my opinion. Because that's how I sound like when I say stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you can really find like a not a complete solution, but a sustainable solution to kind of like get yourself out of that vicious cycle a little bit. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't give you like, you know, any solid advice or anything. I just feel like I don't know too much about stuff like this. But yeah, I do understand that even without bipolar disorder, like I also feel that way, but you probably feel it like 100 times worse. Yutsu Inu, thank you so much for the super. Hi, and I know sometimes you can be harsh on yourself, but I just want to let you know, as someone who's struggling with a lot of mental health problems, by being able to watch your streams and VODs actually helps me keep going. Aww, I'm glad. You know, if it really feels like it can help anybody, like, I already feel much better about myself. So I'm really happy to hear that, honestly though. Yeah, if our 7-hour stream can make you happy for even 2 hours in your day, I feel like that's a mini achievement for myself, you know? We were doing something good, like all of us, not just me. Thank you so much for writing that. That's really sweet to share. Aisha, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Super special, thank you so much for the super. And those are the best hides. Oh my god, we got shy people. I love shy people. Because I'm usually shy, so if someone else is shyer than me, I feel like I need to like... you know, like, be more initiative, you know? I'm messed up like that, you know? If somebody is more introverted than me, I feel like I need to like pull myself up a bit, yeah. But if somebody's extroverted, I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna go now. So yeah, I'm very difficult. Panar Lee Lang Yam Wonsa, thank you so much for the super. Existential, thank you so much for the super. I wanted to let you know that I turn to your OST Ethyria and Birds of Time whenever I'm going through a tough time. Your singing is very healing and comforting. Thank you. I'm so glad! That makes me really happy. And oh, thank you guys so much for bringing 1 million views to Birds of Time and 500k views to Ethyria. That's pretty crazy because it hasn't been up for that long. So I really appreciate it. I'm gonna do my best to like make more music with my friends and fellow musician nerds. So yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing that. Fei Long, thank you so much for the super. Appreciate your ZATSUDANs, really helps lay out alternative perspectives that I can apply them to myself in my times in need. Oh yes, like I'm glad you can. You know, maybe sometimes I say the same things over and over again, and I just want you guys to know, like, just because I'm the one kind of like sharing my advice and my experience doesn't mean that I've like completely also like mastered the skill or whatever that I'm offering to you guys. Not offering, but like just sharing to you guys. Because like, I like how this guy's like, oh, we know you're messed up. Thanks. But like, yeah, I just say it over and over so I can also remind myself. So, now you guys are just like, yeah. But I am very happy that you guys are very respectful listeners. Thunderslap, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Anna's my Kamioshi and Anne won't replace her, but Anne is hot. Okay, but like Anne and I look the same. So I'm hot too. It's true. Thank you so much for the compliment, I think. Hans, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Sweet Rose Dreams, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Gummy Crocs, thank you so much for the supers. Oh, just wrote tacos, no context. I guess the context for this was like, what should I eat? Maybe we should have tacos. I will take a picture of our meal once we decide. Thunderstaff, thank you so much for the super. Cook your friend the cowboy breakfast, cause who doesn't like a cowboy? I think I'm gonna try for something less greasy. But yeah, I will probably cook something. We'll see. Kuji, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. You don't kiss the homies goodnight? Shakes my head. No, I don't. I really don't. Because I don't... It's not even about like a homie or not. I just don't... Look. When I had a boyfriend... I didn't even like to hold hands. I don't really like the feeling of like, you know, when your hands are intertwined and it's skin on skin. Eventually, there's gonna be like this thing called moisture, you know, because there's water in our skin, in our face, or you know, in our bodies. We're 70% water. So when you put skin on skin contact, and for a long time, there's gonna be things coming out of your skin called sweat, and I hate that. I don't even like feeling it when I produce it myself, let alone like producing it myself and having someone else produce it and having our sweat like mingled together. I do not like that feeling. However, there is one thing that I really like to do with my friends or like with my past relationships is I like to hold their arm. And I feel like it's also more comfortable, you know? You can let go and also like, you know, cling a little bit easier. You have a hand available so you can still hold stuff, sort of. So yeah, I think holding arms is way more comfortable, first of all. And number two, it's cuter. Like, you know those like stupid couples that walk in front of you slowly thinking that they're in a Korean drama music video or something, and they're just like swinging their hands intertwined and being like, la la la. Like, move out of the way. This is a fucking city, okay? Like, this is not your Korean drama music video. Like, nobody, you're not beautiful. Please move out of the way, and you're taking up the sidewalk. Like, I need to go somewhere, please. Like, this is not the place. This is not a park. This is not a museum where you can take your time walking and looking at stuff. This is a sidewalk, and it's an ugly sidewalk. So move out of the way, okay? So yeah, like if you link arms, you can like, you can let go very easily, and then you can like link back up again when somebody passes. You know, it's just better, okay? Look, it's just better. Have you tried telling them to move? No, because, you know, I'm not that mean. I'm not gonna be like, move! Happy couple? Disgusting. I'll just be like, just think it. Just fantasize. I hold my mom's hand? That's great. I'm happy to hear that. I don't think you should be in this chat. I think you're like 10 years old or something, but yeah. Actually, though, I also link my mom's arms, but also because she walks really slow, so I try to like speed her up a bit. But yeah, linking arms is the best way. Also, it's a very subtle way to like... Okay, look, I hope none of my colleagues are here because they're gonna think I'm so weird for giving advice like this. Okay, look, I know I don't have a lot of experience with like romance and shit like that, but let me just tell you guys something I do know. Okay, if you like somebody, okay, and, you know, you just want to be friends for now or whatever, I don't care. Okay? If you link hands, sorry, not hands. If you link arms, okay? It's a great way to get what you want, to be like physically closer in contact with them, but also not let them know that you like them. So if you have a crush on someone and you normally link arms with your friends who you like platonically, it's a great way to like kind of like fulfill your little girl needs, and then also just not give a big hint as to, you know, sometimes when you like somebody, I guess like the other person, if they're really intuitive, they can be like, oh my god, like that's really fucking annoying. That's for that. Well, personally, like if I know that somebody knows that I like them, I'll be like really annoyed. I'll be like, you have an ego, you know? So I like, that's why I guess maybe you could say like I'm very statistic in this manner, but I like to like make sure that they don't know at all, and I be like, you'll never know that you're loved. So yeah, so you can do something like that. Like if you, well, you know, it also depends on like, if you're a bro and you don't usually link arms with your bromies or whatever, like homies. I thought of homie and then bros. Like, you know, that would be a little out of character. But you know, like for me, usually like I'll link arms with like Babu or like Alira or like, I don't know, a lot of girlfriends and stuff. It's nice. It's also like, you know, in the winter time it keeps you warm too. But like, you know, but of course it like it depends on like the personality, and like it just depends on who you are too. So, but you know, that's my strat. So if you're a person who usually links arms with your friends, like, and you like want to like fulfill your inner fantasy a little bit, like, yeah, that they know, slap them. Slap them and be like, wow, you really think that somebody in this world likes you? Disgusting. Get ahead of you're in your head. Yeah. Exactly. Do not slap them. Why? Okay, don't actually slap them, but like gaslight them a bit. Yeah. Be like, you're stupid. Oh yeah, I definitely need to go see a therapist for real. I need to write all these things down and be like, okay, so like I have this job where I'm able to communicate with a lot of people around the world, and I feel like I have problems and I keep like projecting them to the world, and it's wrong, and I know it's wrong, but I can't help it, but also like it makes so much sense to me when I say these things, so I need help. I should totally write these things down. Kuji! Oh, sorry. Shin Solar, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Why would you gaslight people to like you less? So then you have less problems. Look guys, if there's one thing that I learned in this world is like, the more feelings you have, the more problems arise. So if you don't feel anything, sometimes it's a good thing. The bomb is here. Thank you so much for the super. Sounds like you're aware of your feelings, such emotions, and why you feel them. I like how I just said don't feel anything, and somebody just says like, wow, you're very self-aware. That's half the battle. Now comes the hardest part of taking action to change certain behaviors and habits to fix your problems. You got this. Yeah, I do. Slowly. Baby steps. Very small baby steps. And that gets it. Feelings are unnecessary. It's just like a little bit of a... It's just... Sometimes it's just annoying, you know? Like, not the people, like, just your feelings. It's just annoying. But being scared of the feeling is not good either, Henna. I'm not scared. I'm just not ready to deal with them. And I'm just... waiting until I am. That's just how it is. But yes, I like that's, you know, that's just kind of me half joking. Like I hope you guys know I'm not actually serious. Like if I have to deal with it, of course I will deal with it. Okay, so don't worry. I don't need to see a therapist that bad. Majin D, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Glad you've been doing better, Anna. Inspires me to do harder. Have a nice date with the cute girl. Thanks. Thank you very much. Say, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Hugs for our beautiful songbird. Platonic hug back. That sounded so disingenuine. Platonic hugs back. WD Soul, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Enna may be mentally ill, but she's responsible. Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh my god, that's literally... If you had to describe my mental state, that's literally it. That's not even a joke. I actually feel like that's the perfect description of my mental health, like, at all times. Like, every single second. Mentally ill, but responsible. So I never, like, really, like, put it on other people that much, you know? Oh my god. That's beautiful. That's exactly how... Yes! I'm mentally ill, but responsible! That's exactly... I have depression, but I'm responsible. So I deal with it myself. No, but like actually though, like... Yeah, I need help. Banlax, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. You sing Anka beautifully, and I really want to explore the genre more. When you have time, if it's not too much to ask, would you be able to drop some artist recommendations? Oh my god, I'll do it right now. Okay, so Hibari Misora-san, legendary Enka singer. She's not here anymore, but I do think she is like one of the best Enka singers of all time. Let me write that down. Misora Hibari. Any of her songs are pretty good, but you can like look up like the top Misora Hibari Enka song. And then Ishikawa Sayuri is my personal favorite. She's like the singer who originally sang Amagigoe, and she's just really good. Like, she's also really famous too. And then someone else who's really good at Enka is Jero. Well, they say Jero, but it's Jero, I guess, in English. He's actually, I think he was like raised in America, but or who's born in America but maybe like raised in Japan or something. I'm not too sure of his like background, but like he's really good at Enka too. This is his stage name, Jero. His real name is like Jerome or something. And like yeah, he was pretty like he was like I don't really know if he sings Enka anymore because I haven't really heard much from him, because so maybe he retired or something. But he's really good at Enka too, and like he is like I think he has like Japanese descent or something, but like yeah, he studied it because I think he said that his grandmother really liked Enka or something, so he got like the interest from her, which is really cool. And then I'm trying to think of someone else. I forgot their name. I think it was like there was someone else. I forgot her name. Oh my god, Ishikawa Sayuri-san when she was really young is... Well, I mean, she's still beautiful now, but like when she was young, she was like gorgeous. Shit, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, no, I'm trying to look for her. Okay, I can't find her. There was someone else. If I can remember the name, I will let you guys know. But yeah, those are kind of like my top 3 though. So, Hibari... Misada Hibari-san, Ishikawa Sayuri, and Jero, they're like my top 3 Enka singers, for real. But they're also like, they're pretty like legendary in my opinion. So, yeah. Okay, sorry, I have to finish the super chats. Oh yes, the cute girl. Yes, I remember. Tovek, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. May, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. This question may be out of nowhere, but I'm curious, what mic are you using? Your voice sounds so good. Oh, my mic is Audio Technica. It is, I think it's like the 2021, I believe. So that's the mic that I'm using. But I think any Audio Technica mic is pretty good. And my interface is... Well, I'm using the Go XLR, so that's kind of my interface, sort of. AT2020, that's what I have. Yeah, it's a really good microphone. I really like it. Gyro Juggler, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Raven Yang, thank you so much for the super. Next time you should let us cook and post photos, then you roast us like you are Gordon Ramsay and we're the rookie chef. I'm gonna be honest, like some of you guys are actually really good at cooking, so I feel like I don't have that right to roast your cooking. My cooking is really like... My cooking is good, but aesthetically it doesn't really look that good. But yeah, well, I should probably do... I keep saying this, but like I should probably do Bon Appetit stuff more. Just been like really busy. There's a lot of offline work recently, like a lot. Like lately I've been like, oh my god, NIJISANJI actually giving us work? Well, I thought my only job was streaming. But this is so much work. There's a lot going on. But it's good because you guys will get to see it soon. Lonely Otoku, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Lily Bees, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Dirk Tracks, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Hey Anna, if you're looking for new games, I would suggest Oblet's Road 96 or Valhalla Bartender Simulator. Oh, I've heard of that last one. I think I saw Finana play it, if I remember correctly. I will write these down because I have been trying to look for like non-horror games, and I'm just not getting like a lot of ideas. So I will definitely write these down, and I will save them. Thank you. Valhalla is really good. I think I remember you guys saying that. Yeah, should probably like look into that. Nick Vo, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. A valuable life lesson is that there's no way to waste time. Be it tough times or unproductive breaks, every moment contributes to the you that is here today. Always celebrate the small victories because daily existence is a triumph too. It's literally the same mindset that my mom would always tell me as a kid. You know, in Chinese, she would say like, 活一天算一天, which is basically what you said, like, daily existence is a triumph. So that's beautiful. Thank you, Nickville, for translating what my mother has taught me since the day I was born, because she knew that I would regret every single second of my life. Thank you. Tricosthenics, thank you so much for the super. Enna, I'm depressed but I'm responsible. Also Enna, delaying chore responsibilities. Okay, so that was the last super chat. Thanks for the call out. I'm sorry that I like to actually take my time and enjoy talking to people around the world. And I'm sorry that I'm actually happy for once. But now I have to go and do my chores. You did it? Oh yes, the super chat. I was like, what did I do? And welcome new members. Thank you guys so much for all the support and for sitting here for the past almost 4 hours again, listening to me talk about how depressing life is, but how hopeful I am that maybe perhaps not, that it will be better one day. But yeah, yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you. I can't wait to like stream. I haven't really been streaming, so it's kind of refreshing to stream again. I'm not gonna be streaming anything on my channel tomorrow, but I will be on Yugo's channel because Yugo invited me to play this telephone game. I don't really know too much of what's gonna be happening, but yeah, I'm really excited. It seems like it's gonna be really fun. And then on Thursday, I'll do my carving pumpkin thing about Millie's face, so to show that, you know, I missed her a lot. So yeah, so I'm sorry to cut the goodbyes short, but I do have to like clean up some things, sadly. So yeah, thank you guys so much again for all the wonderful support, and yeah, thank you. I really can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate it. I promise, like, once I, you know, fully get back on my feet, I will like be able to be more productive as well. And I hope you guys are like taking care of yourself as well. So yeah, don't worry, Anna is doing okay. Okay guys, thank you so much. It was so much fun talking and rambling, you know. I haven't really done a ZATSUDAN in a while, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go clean now. Have a good day, have a good night. My voice cracking because I'm tired. I'm losing my VTuber voice, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye guys, ZATSUDAN. Wish me luck on this date with this cute girl, okay? I hope we get married.